Neville Tigers have a proud tradition up in Monroe, and their cheerleaders are in the Superdome, and so are the cheerleaders from Franklinton High School. Live and in high definition from the Louisiana Superdome in New Orleans, CST is proud to bring you the 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic presented by your Southern Quality Ford dealers. It's time for the 4A championship matchup with the Neville Tigers and the Franklinton Demons. Welcome everybody inside the Superdome with my broadcast partner, Rob Mishmack. I'm Dennis McCain. Rob, the dome's getting pretty loud.
The dome's getting pretty loud. The seats are filling up, and a number 1 and a number 2 seed. Franklinton and Neville going to get it on. Neville, they've won 7 state championships. Coach McCarty trying to bring back some of those memories from the days of Charlie Brown and Bill Ruppel. They haven't won one since 1984. They got here in 91 and 92 in Class 5A, lost both of those games in overtime. So it's been a while for Neville. For Franklinton, they've only been here one time in 1981, and they lost that game to St. Martinville. So they'd like to win the school's first state championship, and Neville going for number 8.
Taylor Birch is the quarterback for the Neville Tigers.
Well, and Taylor Birch is a big man, and he played a big role. Now, don't let that deceive you, the 0 pass attempts last week. That was in sleet and freezing rain, and Lutcher, he had 35 yards rushing, but didn't make any mistakes and kept his football team moving up and down the field on that big win against Lutcher at Lutcher High School. 92 out of 176 for 1,373 yards and 13 touchdowns. Very capable of throwing the football. They'll have to do that tonight against a pretty good Franklinton defense. He's also a commitment to Louisiana Tech.
Well, speaking of their defense, that's not all they can do, because they can really put some points on the board. The Franklinton Demons can score and score a lot of points.
Well, they can. They're averaging over 50 points per game, and one of the men who's helping them get there is Josh Robinson. 98 carries, 1,315 yards, 22 touchdowns on the season for the 14-0 number 1 ranked team in the state and power rated number 1 ranked team in the state of St. Smith. 9 carries, 189 yards, and 4 touchdowns in their win over a quality Salmon football team last week. Also a game played in the sleet with some snow showers. So this one's shaping up to be a good one. But right now, Franklinton and Neville, 2 teams that no one thought would be here when the year started, they're both here.
Well, let's look at the keys to victory for the 4A state championship game.
Well, the Southern Quality Ford keys to victory: keep it between the tackles. If you're Neville, that's what they do. They're power football. They'll throw it, and they're capable of throwing it with Birch, but they want to run it between the tackles, pound you 4, 5, 6 yards at a time. For Franklinton, make the plays under the lights. They've never been here before. They're putting up 50 a game. They're the talk of the state of Louisiana, the most high potent offense there is in this state. Can you do it on the big stage? If they can do that, they'll win their first state championship here in the Superdome.
More pregame coverage in just a moment as we get set for the 4A championship game. Franklinton and Neville on a Louisiana Saturday afternoon.
Wherever your destination, Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches are trusted names on the nation's highways. 2 choices, 1 outstanding Louisiana tradition of comfortable, reliable transportation. Whether cross-country or local service, the Calco and Hotard fleets provide top-quality modern motor coaches ideally suited to your needs. For large groups or corporate travel, wherever you want to go, trust Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches to take you. Affordable luxury and unparalleled service.
Welcome to a craftsmanship, Cribs Incorporated, for every roof or sheet metal job. We're gonna do the best, and here's the proof. For more than 50 years, our name stood above the rest. Look up and you'll probably find Cribs Incorporated quality. People look up to our craftsmanship, Cribs Incorporated.
control warning. If you or a loved one suffered from a stroke, heart attack, deep vein thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, venous thromboembolism, liver tumors, gallbladder disease, or died after taking Yasmin, or Ocella, you may be eligible for a cash settlement. Call James Rollshouse and Associates toll-free at 1-888-419-0529. Our call center is open 24/7, so call now. 1-888-419-0529. That's 1-888-419-0529.
Healthcare alert. Daily registration limits set for all uninsured Americans. Announcing a national healthcare discount program. Everyone is accepted. According to the New York Times, no insurance leads to poor health. Don't put your health at risk. Register now for this national healthcare plan. Call for details and don't delay. Only 650 daily registrations accepted.
Call 800-967-9868 now. That's 800-967-9868.
The 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic on CST is being brought to you by State Farm, Southern Quality Ford Dealers, Nike, Coca-Cola, Piccadilly, Gulf Coast Office Products, Garrity Printing, and by Duhan Machinery.
There's a big crowd in the Superdome. Welcome back, everybody. Time to meet the next member of our crew, Eric Ritchie, who has our Crystal Hot Sauce sideline reports all night long. All right. Let's go back to Eric as he is ready on the sideline.
Take two, guys. Thanks a lot. The buzzword for Franklinton and head coach Shane Smith, normalcy. Just like they would in any other football game, they went to the school today, went through their pregame routine before boarding the buses to come here to the Superdome. Now, as for Neville, obviously a little bit more of a road trip involved. They stayed in Baton Rouge on Thursday, stayed in New Orleans last night, and in the team meeting today, really the message from Mickey McCarty was weather the storm. The first 2 minutes, play with the motion, but don't let that get in the way of playing football. I can't wait. 1 versus 2, and by the way, I think Franklinton brought their entire population of 3,700 fans because it is loud and proud and full of purple and gold on this side. Neville well represented as well. Can't wait for this one, fellas.
Well, we can't wait either, Eric, and I agree with you. Franklinton they brought the whole town.
We're about ready to go as presentations are taking place down on the field. Awards given to principals and head coaches from each schools.
Let's take a break. We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment. The 4A state championship game.
If you want the inside scoop directly from me, watch my weekly press conference live on CST. Watch it the day after each game exclusively on CST.
We are back and ready to go. The Tigers And the Demons, Neville will kick it off. The young men from Monroe and White.
Coach Mickey McCarty, the head football coach at Neville High School. They haven't been here since '92. Shane Smith played at Franklinton, graduated from there in '89. They've been to the playoffs 10 of the 11 years he's been there. They've never won one. Boy, would he love to win one in 2009. And Neville will kick it off to Franklinton.
Matthew Squires has the ball teed up, and now the opening kickoff brought to you by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety. As the ball comes up short, Franklinton will play it from their own 37-yard line. It was McGee who brought the kickoff back.
So here we go. We've heard about it all year long. Over 50 points per game. Wide open, spread it out. Terrence McGee, that's just his throwing stats. He's run for just as many yards. And he is a player for the Demons.
He's 5'10", good size at 205. And the junior will start things off from the direct snap. He keeps the ball, but look at the Tigers jump on him. Hodge got him first for Neville.
Take a look at the Piccadilly starting lineups. Backs and receivers for Franklinton, Wilson, Robinson, Williams, Briggs, and Vincent Williams up front. Pretty good offensive front. Norman King, Wilson Wheeler, and Xavier Jefferson. But that time, the front of Neville, and it's a good defensive front for Neville. They don't let you get up underneath their pads, and a lot of penetration there cost Franklinton 3, 2nd and 13.
McGee rolls out with the left hand, throws the ball. He hits his receiver, gets it to Wilson. Wilson pulls it in. Out at the 41-yard line, covered by Jackson.
And the Eric Hill Nissan Neville starting defensive line, Guillory, Stevenson, Hodge, and Thompson, the linebackers. And secondary, Sellers, Lawrence, and Jackson. Also Gibson's Blade, Bowie, and Devontae Aldridge for the Neville Tigers. 3rd down and 7.
That's some big men in the line here for these two teams. And once again, McGee, Terrence McGee will call his signals. He'll roll to the right, try to come back to the left. He is hit from the back, throws the football, almost intercepted, incomplete. The Tigers have held. It was Bowie who was chasing McGee in the backfield.
So Neville bringing the heat early. And they are sitting in the kitchen sink.
Sellers on the tackle and Bowie defending. And so Franklinton they'll run it. Martin kicks the football, gets down at the 30, takes a nice Demon roll inside the 20 to the 16-yard line.
10:19 to go in the first quarter. The Neville defense comes out fired up, 3 and out.
44 yards on the punt.
And here comes Mickey McCarty's offense, led by the Louisiana Tech commitment. Taylor Birch, 1,373 on the year. 13 touchdowns, but they want to keep it between the tackles. And what do? They come out in 5 wides.
We saw them against Lutcher. They took out the Bulldogs, but after the game, several of the Neville coaches told me, Rob, that Birch likes to throw the football. That night they just ran it, but it was raining, a cold rain. Out to the left side goes the pass for a loss of 2. They get knocked down by Marks.
The Neville offensive starting backs and receivers brought to you by Piccadilly, Pollard, Calhoun, Levine, Runner, and Sam Pagnaro. The offensive front, Blanchard, Tankshell, Jopling, Turner, and Patrick Leonard. And don't think Franklinton can't play some D. They've pitched 6 shutouts themselves, but all you hear about is their offense. But they're pretty stingy.
Birch fakes the ball, keeps it, and the big man is racing with it. He is going down the field at the 31-yard line. A of Franklinton. Fake it to Pollard. Keep it down the sideline. Dillon finally ran him down 55 yards and a big play for the Neville Tigers.
Wow, that happened quick. Taylor Birch sets Neville up with great field position all the way down to the 30. 1st and 10.
The Demons were looking for the big man up the middle. They got a big guy to the outside, and he made them pay. Right at the 30-yard line, the young men from Monroe, Louisiana, to Pollard for 1 yard.
Well, they love
and
to give it. They love to give it to Pollard and to Runner. That was Pollard that time. Let's take a look at the Eric Hill Nissan Demons defensive line. Bickman, Catchings, and Graves. The linebackers, Mitchell, Marks, Robinson, and Ronnie Wheeler. And in the secondary, Flowers, McGee, Dillon, and Colby Taylor. Eric Hill Nissan, Franklinton starting defensive unit.
Taylor Birch will get the direct snap. He has Pollard in the backfield with him. They both stand at about the 34-yard line, incomplete. Threw it out there to Calhoun, incomplete. Barnes covering on the play.
Maybe just a touch too much mustard on that one.
Well, that'll set up a 3rd down, 9 to go. And once again, the same 2 men in the backfield. Taylor Birch. Pollard is blocking. And Birch has an open receiver who cannot catch the football. In and out of the hands of Levine. Taylor covering for the Demons.
Levine just ran the out pattern, and he was wide open, hit him right in the mittens, and just couldn't hold on to it. 4th down now and 9. They'll kick it. They got a pretty good kicker, Neville. We saw him last week kicking in some horrible conditions, but Matthew Squires, he's got the foot to get it there. This is going to be from 46.
Squires from 46 yards. The Tigers trying to take a 3-0 lead. His kick is hooking long enough, but no good off to the left. There's a timeout on the field. Both teams have had the ball once. We're scoreless in the Superdome.
Wherever your destination, Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches are trusted names on the nation's highways. 2 choices, 1 outstanding Louisiana tradition of comfortable, reliable transportation. Whether cross-country or local service, the Calco and Hotard fleets provide top-quality modern motor coaches ideally suited to your needs. For large groups or corporate travel, wherever you want to go, trust Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches to take you. Affordable luxury and unparalleled service.
Notice Bobcat equipment is everywhere? Construction, industry, rental houses, government, universities, commercial, and residential. These are just a few of the many applications for the tough, compact, and durable Bobcat equipment. Also take note, Bobcat customers are smiling with their #1 choice. Our job at Duhon Machinery is to keep you smiling. 2 convenient locations to choose from. Call today for a free quote. 888-427-6408 in St. Rose or 337-408-4050 in Lafayette.
Chris Paul is back, and so are the Hornets. And Monday night, the Bees look to knock off the Southwest Division-leading Dallas Mavericks. Victor Howell tips off live coverage with the Hornets tonight at 7 p.m. Central, followed by the game. That's the Mavs and the Hornets live right here on the home of the Hornets, CST.
Hornets got a little something going now, and we've got something going here. This is a football game that promises to be something else. Franklinton back on the offense for the 2nd time. McGee
Intercepted
in the middle, and it is intercepted in there by Stevenson. Simeon Stevenson catches the ball for the Tigers.
Oh, and the big man's got a good set of paws. It just came right off of the top of the helmet of one of the offensive linemen, and Simeon grabbed it, picks it off in midair, and the first turnover And it will set Neville up with great field position inside the 20. The Louisiana Machinery 20-yard line. The red zone.
Tigers play it at the 17.
Single coverage on the far side on Dares.
Pollard with it.
Nope.
They grab Pollard in the backfield. Demons do knock him down for a loss. A couple of Demons. Robinson was the first one, and then Bickham came in there to polish him off.
8 minutes to go in the quarter. Let's see the Neville Tiger playoff run brought to you by Calco Travel. McDonough 35, that was a tough one. And then, of course, the Northside game, they were very fortunate in that one also. And then they just blew away the number 3 seed Lutcher Bulldogs. Tim Detillier, the defending 3A state champions at Lutcher. And that was just a shocker to around the state of Louisiana.
Pitch and catch for Birch and Levine. Abram.
And Franklinton got here. Look at that. 57, 58, 35, and 60. And Salmon is a team that they played in the regular seasons in their district that they had to go to they scored late to force it to overtime to beat Salmon in the regular season.
Third down.
Goodness.
6. Birch. Has Pollard and runner in the backfield. He'll run the option. Down he goes at the 13-yard line. That's right at the line of scrimmage. It was Marks who charged in, put a shoulder pad on him, wrapped him up.
Here comes the field goal unit again. This one will be from 30 yards.
Matthew Squires in to attempt the field goal to try to give the Tigers a 3-0 lead with 6:27 to go in the first quarter. Neville waiting on the snap. The hold. The kick is in the air, and the kick once again is no good. 2 misses. We're still scoreless. 6:12 to go in the first quarter.
Notice Bobcat equipment is everywhere? Construction, industry, rental houses, government, universities, commercial, and residential. These are just a few of the many applications for the tough, compact, and durable Bobcat equipment. Also take note, Bobcat customers are smiling with their #1 choice. Our job at Duhan Machinery is to keep you smiling. 2 convenient locations to choose from. Call today for a free quote. 888-427-6408 in St. Rose or 337-408-4050 in Lafayette.
Listen, do you hear that? That's the sound of our presses running. It's music to our ears. We're Garrity Print Solutions, and we've been humming along for 25 years. Companies just like yours send us their toughest jobs. Look, your direct mail is personalized and ready to go. Bet your phone starts ringing? It always does. We're Garrity Print Solutions.
CST has wall-to-wall Saints coverage starting Sunday night with a full game recap at 10:30 p.m. Central on Saints Tonight Live from the Louisiana Machinery Studio. Monday, catch the Sean Payton press conference live at 11:30 a.m. And don't miss the new Wednesday night edition of Saints Tonight with a preview of the upcoming game against the Dallas Cowboys. Outside the huddle, Saints game plan and the Sean Payton Show round out our weekly programming. Go to CogSportsTV.com for a complete schedule.
Hand it off around the right side. A nice run that time by Robinson. He'll get about 9 yards. It was Diarse who made the tackle.
Good friend of ours, Rick Smith, who's interviewed earlier, looking awfully dapper today. He's joined us up in the booth. He's, I think he's on foot patrol. He likes this place. He moves around the dome. He saw all 5 last year, and I think he's going to see all 5 again this year. Maybe we can hook up with him after the last one tonight and stroll around a little bit with him.
Well, he's seen some good football this week. this weekend, and right now Franklinton plays it 2nd down 1. That gives them a number of options. Sail the pass to the right side, attempting to get it to Briggs. Chris Briggs, 6'4", 185, and a junior.
He was wide open. That just sailed on him. 3rd and 1. But as you mentioned, on 2nd and 1, it's gives you a lot of options. 3rd and 1, you probably hand it off to your big man Robinson and let him get you a yard and continue the drive.
Or Terrence McGee could just keep it. Let's see what he does here. He has Wilson in the backfield with him, rolling out. Nope, to the left side. The Tigers will have none of that. Down goes the quarterback at the 27-yard line. And once again, the Neville Tigers have held Duke Guillory, and a couple of other Neville Tigers came in to stack up the action.
So they'll have to punt it away, and Neville should get good field position again.
Bruce Martin kicks the ball. Fair catches being called for at the 49-yard line by Dears. Well, let's hear from Shane Smith. He talks about leading his Demons into the state championship game.
Well, obviously, you know, it means a lot. You know, it's been 1981, the first Superdome Classic, when our school was last involved. Our parents and fans and students support our team and our school wholeheartedly in everything that we do, so I think it's going to be huge for them to have the opportunity to experience this.
Neville with good field position at the 49, swing the pass. Out to the right. Nice running room for Runner. He has some speed. He's inside the 40. To the 43-yard line. A couple of Demons got him. Dillon was one of them, and Robinson also converged to stop the forward progress.
Runner was very impressive last week against Lutcher. Broke off some nice runs. Got him a first down there.
Jeremy Runner. He's a senior.
Neville in 4 wide.
Pollard's in the backfield. Pollard has the ball and he slams it in there. Pulls his way inside the 35 to the 33 where Scott Mitchell was waiting for him. That sets up a 2nd down and a long 5 to go. Taylor Birch looking to the sideline, and Mickey McCarty signaling in a play, and they'll go right back once again to Pollard, who only gets a yard this time.
So 3rd down and 4. Neville with their 3rd opportunity for points here. They have played the entire first quarter on the Franklinton end of the field and have nothing to show for it.
Bickham hit him down. The situation is now 3rd down and 4. The mark to make is the 28. For Birch and the Tigers, Taylor Birch looking. Taylor Birch is throwing. He has an open receiver at the 5-yard line. Jeremy Runner catches the ball and then scoots out of bounds with it. 1st and goal for the Tigers. Dillon was defending 27 yards on the pass play to Runner.
And Birch really didn't have time to set his feet, threw it off his back foot, but Runner just got behind the defender. And beautiful pitch and catch to Runner.
Well, Runner had speed even in the mud tonight. We saw him, and you can imagine how fast he is. on the Superdome floor. First down, goal to go for the Tigers. Neville striking. Franklinton trying to defend their end zone. They'll try Pollard on the left side, giving 2 on the play to the 3. Pickham brought him down. Got a couple, though.
They won't think twice about sticking it in the belly of either Pollard or Runner, and Birch taking it outside.
Well, Birch has both those options in the backfield with him as he gets ready for another direct snap. That's Runner on the right and Pollard on the left, who has the football. Pollard is fighting. He's in the end zone. The Neville Tigers score first. 6-0. Neville.
So they capitalized off the good field position after the punt, got it at midfield, and it didn't take them long. They didn't get the 2 field goals earlier, but they get the touchdown here as Pollard just physical running into the end zone.
The Tigers have a swinging gait. Now they'll line up. Matthew Squires will to attempt the point after touchdown. The PAT coming. Looking for a good snap and a good hold and a good kick, and they get all 3. 7-0. Neville on CST in HD on a Louisiana Saturday evening, the 4A state championship game.
And the Neville Tigers scoring drive brought to you by MicroGraft.HairRestoration.com. 6 plays, 51 yards, 2:37 off the clock, and the powerful run up the middle by Pollard from 3 yards out. One more look at it again here. He's dragging demons into the end zone. They hit him at about the 4, and then he just would have none of it. Takes it into the end zone, and Neville on top with 2:09 to go in the first quarter.
Well, they invented smash mouth football in North Louisiana, and when they want to play it, they know how to get it done on the inside. And that time, after the big pass play, well, to Runner, they just kept it up the middle for the touchdown.
No longer 3 yards in a cloud of dirt. Of course, in here, that one there was 3 yards in a cloud of tire rubber as we're on the rubber pellets have replaced the dirt and the artificial turf, but same result for Neville. Power football between the tackles and the touchdown.
Squires will kick it off now. Yeah, the Tigers are way outside. That's going to cost them 5 yards. So the ball comes back. Let's get the call.
Head ball start on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
Another look at it right here, and yeah, there was several of them. The whole left side was offsides.
Well, it looked like the kicker hesitated just a little to get his self ready.
Well, he had kicked it into the end zone, so it wouldn't have been a return. Let's see what the penalty really does cost him here if he's not able to get it to the end zone.
Squires will kick this one.
And he won't. And
it's all the way back to the 3-yard line where Wilson has the ball, looking for somewhere to go at the 19. Nowhere to go. Down at the 19 as we check in with Kristen Oakes.
You know, the LHSAA is so grateful to have sponsors like State Farm that have given so much and been able to have the championship of the Dome like this. We're here with Mr. Tag Rome, who is a State Farm representative. Mr. Rome, can you tell us why it's been so special for State Farm to be a part of LHSAA's involvement?
Well, we've been very proud as State Farm agents, and I think I speak for most agents around the state, to be associated with high school athletics and young people and principals, coaches, and the type of people that are all grassroots, hardworking people that we insure a lot of these folks. And we're just honored to be a part of it, and we're humbled to be a part of this Superdome Classic, and that we've been able to participate in this over a lot of years.
We were talking earlier, these have been some great games. Who are you rooting for in this game?
Well, to answer your first question, it has been some outstanding games. Defense has kind of been the winner over the weekend, but tonight I got to go with the Neville Tigers. I was fortunate enough and blessed to work under Coach Charlie Brown, did my student teaching there at Neville, and I know a lot of folks over there. They're from up in the north, and I got to go for the Neville Tigers tonight.
Well, we thank you for your sponsorship. Back to you guys.
And that young man right there swings a pretty good golf club up at Black Bear up in Northeast. Played a couple of rounds of golf with Taggarome. He's got him a deer camp up there and a golf course within about 10 miles of each other. You don't think Taggarome's not a happy man at this time to see it?
That he is, to the 29-yard line, just a yard short of the first down goes McGee as he keeps it right up the middle.
Hadn't been able to get you up there, though.
For the golf? I'll go for the golf.
What about the deer hunt?
Rather be playing golf for sure, but I know they do a lot of nice hunts up there in the northeast part of the parish or the state in the
I just don't
parishes
see any,
around
I don't
Monroe.
think there's a store that sells designer hunting gear, so I think we're safe there.
At the 29-yard line, McGee is waiting for the snap. He's looking to get to the outside. The Tigers are not going to let him do it. Look at Neville swarm on him. Gang tackling as they rally to the football. The first Tiger to hit him was Stevenson, and then here came Myers and others.
Another look on the NOLA.com replay, and they are just penetration. I mean, they are just blowing through that offensive front of Franklinton. They are in the backfield, and they're in the backfield 4 and 5 deep.
Sellers was also in there for the Tigers. Once again, Neville will punt the football. Or Franklinton will punt it to Neville. The ball hits at the 47, goes to the 42. That's where the Tigers will take over, leading in the game 7-0, 35 yards on the punt. We have come to the end of one in the Big Easy. From New Orleans, the Louisiana Superdome, Neville leads Franklinton 7-0.
Every day at Golden Flake, it all starts with a special premium potato that longs for something more flavor and more crunch, seeking a life of delicious variety and guaranteed freshness in every chip and every bag. That's what Golden Flake brings to the table. For us, these are the good times, finding our way to your neighborhood grocery and into your basket headed home, turning potatoes into the life of your party. Golden Flake, the South's original potato chip.
3 months of burning the midnight oil. 2 weeks of second-guessing yourself. 1 minute of soul-searching. It all comes down to this. A Savin document management system connects you to success.
To find out how, call Gulf Coast Office Products at 756-2644.
If you have a hard time walking and getting around in your house, you need a Hover-Round power chair. You'll be able to go to the mall, play with the grandkids, visit friends and family, and do all the things you've always loved to do. I'm Tom Cruise, inventor of the Hover-Round. Call us toll-free now to find out how you can get one.
At first, I thought I couldn't afford a power chair, but thanks to my Hover-Round team, it didn't cost me a penny.
9 out of 10 people got their Hover-Rounds for little or no cost last year. That's why the most important thing you can do right now is call us to see if a Hover-Round is right for you. Call now and find out how you can get a Hover-Round in your home right now. You'll receive a free information kit featuring a free video. You'll also get a certificate for a free in-home test drive. There's no cost and there's no obligation, so call today.
Calling Hover-Round is the best thing you can do.
Call 1-800-819-2824 for your free consultation, information kit, video, and test drive certificate. 1-800-819-2824.
We're back inside the Superdome. Our score, Neville 7, Franklinton nothing.
And a look at the Duhan Machinery first quarter stats. 15 yards of total offense for a team that averages 50 points per game. You don't think Coach McCarty's defensive staff hadn't figured something out? It'll be up to Coach Shane Smith's offensive staff to make some adjustments. 110 total yards for Neville. in this one in the first quarter.
Two good football teams. Pitch it back to Birch.
It is
Birch wants to throw it. He has a man wide open at the 12-yard line to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers, as the Arts, John the Arts, 6'1", 170, a junior, gets behind the secondary, 58 yards.
I apologize for jumping you there, partner, but I called touchdown when he pitched it back to him. There was no one within 30 yards of the receiver, and they take it in. A little trickeration by Neville.
Well, they handed it to Pollard, who gave it right back to Birch, and Diarce ran right down the middle of the field, and he had to stop to get the ball, but give Birch credit. He put it up where only his receiver could catch it in an easy fashion, making sure that he got a big gain on the play. Here's Matthew Squires in the game to try to make it 14-0. His kick is in the air, and it is perfect between the uprights. A surprise for some, the Neville Tigers. Off to a 14-0 lead over the Franklinton Demons. Wide open. Breaking a tackle and scoring the touchdown.
And here's a look at the scoring drive brought to you by MicroGraphHairRestoration.com. One play, 58 yards, 12 seconds, touchdown yards. And that, I mean, you talk about got behind the coverage. Second quarter brought to you by Guarantee Printing, Guarantee Print Solutions, www.guaranteeprinting.com.
What a start for the Tigers. Young men from Monroe made their way down to New Orleans. Last week they went into Lutcher on a very cold, rainy night. And they took care of the Bulldogs.
They've outscored in the last 6 quarters of football Lutcher and Franklinton, two of the best programs in the state of Louisiana, 56-0. Neville is on a roll right now. Somebody better slow him down, or they know what they're capable of.
They're a different looking team to us tonight. Obviously, we saw them in the mud, but they're proving they can play in the mud and on a dry field. A big return across the 40-yard line. Hustling with it, and there was Vincent Wilson flying with the football. Squires made the tackle, 41 yards.
Good return by Wilson
on the kickoff.
See if they can get something going. The Franklinton offense just has not been able to get anything going.
Yeah, that's what they needed, a nice return. They got it. The Demons play it at the 42. Robinson is the running back in the backfield with McGee. McGee will throw it out to Williams. Williams breaks a tackle and then goes across midfield, across the 45. He's to the 42.
Look how quick Williams catches the football and turns upfield. Shake and bake right there, and 17-yard gain, first down for Franklinton. Here come the Demons.
Just inside the 42, the Demons. And McGee, Terrence McGee with the direct snap. He wants to throw it again. He throws it this time to the left side, incomplete. Tried to get it out there to Robinson. Jackson was defending, but that one was well covered.
Well covered by Jackson.
Whiplash Jackson came up. At the 41, they'll play it second down, 10. Wide out to the left. They have 3 men out to the right. The running back in the backfield who gets the football down. He goes.
Might get a horse collar, and I think you will. You can't grab him by the back of the shoulder pads, and I think they did.
No, that's a big penalty. They would have had it third down 10. Now they'll have it first down, 15 yards down the field.
So the officials for tonight's game: referee Johnny Bird, umpire Greg Tuttle, head linesman John Prothrow, line judge Nordika Woodfork, Mark Murphy is the field judge, the side judge George Schneider, Chev Pinchback, the back judge Tony Dixon, the game clock, and Stuart Terry the play clock. And we have our first female official calling a state championship game, and it's intercepted.
Tipped up in the air, picked off by the Neville Tigers. Number 13 got it. Diarce, the man who caught the long pass for Neville, and the Tigers have the ball at their own 9-yard line.
So they stop the Franklinton drive on the interception, and they'll take it over at the 9. Will the Neville Tigers.
Taylor Birch and the Tigers back on the offense. Hand it off. Dropping over to the outside, but no way. Runners hit in the backfield. It was Abram who grabbed him and pulled him down for a loss on first down.
Abram closing fast.
Tigers play it from the 4. Now they play it second down 15. Birch is standing in the end zone with 2 running backs in the backfield with him. He'll take it, hand it off through a little hole on the left side out to the 5, but a gain of only 1 on the play.
And when you look at the big state of Louisiana, Neville located up in the northeast corner of the state in Monroe, Louisiana. That's out there. And it seems to always be hotter or colder depending on the time of the year out there in that part of the state.
Well, they're sitting right there in the delta on the Ouachita River.
The Ouachita River. Brent Verdreen, their principal, a good friend of the LHSAA and a good friend of ours.
And they're in Ouachita Parish. Birch to throw it. He backs up into the end zone, lets one fly. He has one-on-one coverage. A jump ball that is caught. And that is Diarce with it again. Dancing to the end zone. Touchdown, Neville Tigers.
Whoa, Nelly. That one went 96, if I'm not mistaken. And the Neville Tigers are putting a whipping on the number 1 seed right now. The NOLA.com replay. What a play by Diarce. Just going up and getting it, and no help. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a team that did not throw one single pass in the semifinal game against Lutcher. But they're throwing it right now.
What a shocker we've got going here in 4A. Not so much that the 2 seeds beating the 1 seed, but the way they're doing it right now.
Well, the extra point is good, and we have a new score. The Tigers 21, the Demons nothing in the Louisiana Superdome for the 4A state championship.
Nobody sees the long hours, the late nights, the flashes of brilliance, the moments of doubt. They just see the results. This is the moment of truth. A Savin document management system connects you to success.
To find out how, call Gulf Coast Office Products at 756-2644.
The only permanent treatment for baldness is surgical hair restoration. Micrograft Hair Restoration is the premier hair transplant center in the South, located in New Orleans, Louisiana. We specialize in delivering a completely natural and artistic hair transplant for every patient. For more information, visit our website, micrografthairrestoration.com, or call us at 504-525-5262. That's micrografthairrestoration.com, or call us at 504-525-5262.
Welcome back, everybody. 21-0, the Neville Tigers.
Here's a look at the scoring drive brought to you by micrografthairrestoration.com. 3 plays, 91 yards after the interception, 133, and the 95-yard touchdown reception, the second of the night for Searson. Of course, catch all your great Southeastern Conference sports right here on CST with over 90 events from a wide array of sports, including basketball, volleyball, football, and more. Tune in next Saturday, December 13th at 3 o'clock for a live men's matchup between Austin Peay and the 4th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats. And there's more to see later this month. Log on to CoxSportsTV.com now for the complete schedule of events.
Well, we are joined by the commissioner of the Louisiana High School Athletic Association. And good to have you here with us, Commissioner.
Well, we're glad to be here. I'm glad we're in here. It's raining outside. It's raining hard outside.
Kenny Henderson's with us. Commissioner, are you a little surprised? You have to be at this 4A game.
It is. This is. This was a game, and I don't think it's over. I think Franklinton's going to come back, and they're going to make a game of this.
Well, you have to be very, very proud and happy with the big crowd that's in the Superdome right now.
Yes.
A lot of people have come to watch high school football on this Saturday evening.
Yes, they have. This is, the dome's beginning to fill up, and it will start getting people trickle in for the West Monroe Rumble game, and so we could have a pretty good crowd here in just a little bit.
Well, I know you would be the first to thank your staff for just a wonderful job that they have done. You've been down here all week, and the weekend is really shaping up to be a very successful event. There's a lot of hard work that goes into putting it on.
It is. It is. Our staff works extremely hard, and I have to give it special thanks to B.J. Gazzardo and Keith Alexander for all the work that they do. The staff, our entire staff is down here, and all of them perform a role and job and do a great job with what they do.
So Neville comes up with a stop, but very close to a first down. Might be enough for a first down as you look at the Neville.com replay. But Kenny, the job, of course, doesn't get any easier when you leave here. Of state championships, we're only halfway through the state championship year. Wrestling being the next state championship event that we will attend. But the moving trucks are going to be showing up next week over on Sherwood Parks Boulevard to make the big move over to the new facility. And boy, what a beautiful spectacle that place is.
We're definitely proud of the new building, something that I think we can all be proud of, and yes, we'll be moving in next week, so it doesn't, we're not going to rest yet.
And a lot of people have asked and want to know, but a lot of places have gone to what your vision was, and it's more than just a building. It's a multi-purpose facility which allows you to do so many things. Y'all have so many meetings, so many award ceremonies, so many things that you now can use your own facility for.
Right. Right. We have a great meeting space in the building. We are very proud to be able to have a house for the Hall of Fame. That's something that we're very, very proud of. And then we have some great office space, and so it's a very functional building.
So it is a first down, another first down for Franklinton, and you know, Dennis Kinney's an old coach, and he just said, I think Franklinton's going to come back and make a play make a game out of this, and this thing's far from over. And sure enough, it's the best 3 offensive plays they've run in the entire game.
Let's see what happens right here at the 44-yard line. McGee gets the direct snap. McGee is pressured. He's hit, knocked down about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. So the Tigers put pressure up the middle.
But we do want to talk about, and we're a little more than halfway through now. We've played 3 games, but, I mean, could they have been 3 better football games than what we've already seen?
We have had 3 great games. We have had 3 great games. They've all come right down to the wire. I mean, just a couple of plays here, there, and the last couple of minutes of each one of them could have turned it to the other team.
And, of course, 2 defending state champions are no longer state champions.
That's correct, yes.
Second down, a long 10 to go. McGee wants to throw. He's pressured again. He has a lot of speed. He keeps the ball to the outside, hustles out of bounds with it. Steps out at just inside the 40-yard line. So that will bring up a third down and a long 5 to go for the Demons in purple and gold tonight, in their purple shirts, their white headgear, and their white breeches, and Neville in white pants, white shirts, and their black headgear. Of course, their colors black and gold. You know a little bit about the Neville Tigers too,
I
haven't
do.
been at Ruston?
Yes, Ruston and Neville, big rivals.
Third down, a long 5 to go. Franklinton driving, and the Tigers of Neville with a big lead. McGee swings it out of the backfield. Franklinton is inside the 35-yard line with that catch, and very near a first down.
Another look at the NOLA.com replay. But of course, now as commissioner and not principal of Ruston, your feelings certainly can't be the same towards Neville as they once were. Not that they
That's
they
right.
just had to play that role when you were at Ruston.
That's right. That's right. We all have to play our role no matter where we are. And
the Bearcats it's a good rivalry, and a lot of friendships have been built over the years, but on those Friday nights, or in those basketball arenas, or on those baseball or softball diamonds, when the Bearcats and the Tigers get together, there's really not a whole lot of love lost.
No, all bets are off when they play each other.
Let's see if Martin got enough for the first down. He did not. He's short by a foot.
So a decision here to be made by Shane Smith.
Well, the decision is, let's power the ball ahead and pick up the first down. That's what Franklinton would like to do here to keep the drive going. But Neville, a different looking team tonight than we saw against Letcher. Not one single pass did they throw on the semifinal game on a Friday night.
I think the weather might have influenced that just a little bit.
Well, we didn't know how they'd play in here, and we certainly didn't have to worry about it. But we knew they were good mutters.
Yes. Well, I talked to Brent Bedream, the principal of Neville, before the game. I said, are y'all going to know how to play without the rain? He said, oh, it's raining. And it is. It's just not raining inside the dome.
It's raining outside, dry inside. Franklinton wants a timeout. They bunched everybody in tight. So did the Tigers. And so Franklinton called a timeout.
Of course, when you're here, Kenny, the football is obviously not the only thing that goes on. There's a lot of meetings of your staff and of the executive committee and councils, and the High School Coaches Association has their big luncheon that was held up at the Sheraton, and we discussed it yesterday. Not an empty seat in the house at the LHSAA luncheon, which is a tribute, because I've been to that thing a few years back, 4, 5, 6 years back, and the room's half full, but now a lot of interest. Standing room only. There were people eating po' boys standing against the back wall yesterday, and that's a tribute.
Yeah, I talked to some of the coaches, and they were really proud that that the event was so well attended. So we're glad that our coaches have come and supported this event, and that they've been there to support the Football Coaches Association also.
So here we go. Dennis McCain, 4th and less than a yard.
I've got it, Rob. We're going to jump into the action here. There's 4th down, just a foot to go. Everybody's in tight. Quarterback sneak by McGee. He didn't get very much, but he didn't need much, and looked like he might have got it.
He got shoved backwards, but he decided to take it a little outside, and I think the forward progress might have got it, but he didn't get it by much. And while you're here, Commissioner, and I don't think it's ever happened before, but certainly a tribute to Keith Alexander and the officials around the state. We have a female official calling tonight's 4A state championship game, and this is a level of football that's not too far from what you see on Saturdays, and she's done a great job all year long, and what a reward for her and this crew.
Well, she wouldn't be here if she was not capable of doing the job, and so and Keith has done a great job with our officials, and so she must be a great official. I put my trust in Keith in this whenever we come to this game.
Well, she certainly knows the role well. She knows where she's supposed to be and what she's supposed to be doing, and has done a great job. We've kept our eye on her, and you know, when you're a first, probably a lot of people are keeping an eye on you to
That's
see.
True.
But in this day, when a lot of places are having trouble finding officials, it's certainly great to see a lady, a female out there, and if she doesn't look ready, I don't know who does.
Just by the nose of the ball, it's a first down. To the outside, it goes for Reggie Wilson.
Well, we showed you where Neville was. Let's show you where Franklinton is. Now, they're located to the north, too, but not North Louisiana. They're located north of Lake Pontchartrain, getting up close to the lower part of the state of Mississippi. Lisa Tanner, the principal there at Franklinton. And, boy, you talk about community support. Dennis, you and I drove through there. We did a game over at Independence and went over to Pine High School. A story for a great story to be told. But Franklinton, a beautiful facility there, a brand new stadium, a huge stadium sitting out there in the middle of their property. And they have truly been fireworks for 14 weeks, putting up over 50 points a game, and great community. And when you see those one-town schools like the Rustons and the Lutchers and the Franklintons, and of course Neville was its own school district for a while.
But a great following in Franklinton, and
sure.
everywhere that we stopped there, the residents wanted to tell us we have a good football team in this town, and we're going to make it to the dome. McGee keeps the ball to the 25, to the 20, to the 18. He splashes with it, and when he gets through, he's all the way down just short of the 17, and that's a first down for the Demons.
And of course, Kenny, this game certainly not anywhere near over, but we were talking about trends and how North Louisiana used to be so power-oriented and would come down to South Louisiana and just power themselves over over the South Louisiana teams as Franklinton has entered the Louisiana Machinery red zone, and we'll talk a little bit more about where I was going with that after this play.
McGee throws it out there to Williams.
And then the teams, it seemed like everybody from the South was winning state championships for several years. But you look at this one, and Evangel, they beat John Curtis. Yes. They're from North Louisiana. Mm-hmm. This game right now, 21-0 Neville. They're from North Louisiana. Haynesville, they beat defending state champion South Plaquemine. They're from North Louisiana. Right. You know, everything comes in cycles, and right now we've got one more North Louisiana team that hadn't taken the field yet in West Monroe. That's so North Louisiana, for years, the South had kind of taken over, but it looks like the North is starting to make a little move back to the way things used to be done back in the olden days.
Well, it's we've got some good football all around the state, and so it's just who's on a roll right now at this part of the season. And like I say, I look for Franklinton to make some type of a game out of this. You can't play the type of ball that they played all year without and come down here and just lay down. You're gonna fight till it's all over with.
It's time to hit the hardwood Sunday on CST with a college hoops doubleheader. The sun comes out at 12 p.m. Central with a tape-delayed men's Sun Belt Conference matchup as FAU visits ULL. Then at 2 Central Standard Time is live from the PMAC in Baton Rouge, where the UNO Lady Privateers face off against the LSU Lady Tigers. CST is your regional destination for college basketball this season.
Well, Commissioner, you have been complimenting your staff, and rightly you should. But you mentioned Keith Alexander. You know, we were on the road doing high school football every Friday night, and Keith was out there in a lot of our games watching the officials, talking with them, and getting their feedback, and I was impressed with that.
Well, that's what Keith did this year. He went to ball games every Friday night. BJ also goes to ball games every Friday night. Two different reasons. BJ goes to watch the games, and he enjoys the games. Keith is actually really working when he's out there, because he's watching the officials and see who can call the games like they need to be called. He meets with the officials at halftime and after the game and does a little critique with them. So he's really into his job.
Yeah, I don't remember which game it was, but I'd asked him to come up to the press box at halftime, and he said, well, he didn't cut his meeting short with the officials, and that was his time to get together and get some feedback, and also thank them for all they did.
He wasn't coming; he had a job to do.
That's right.
Keith is very goal-oriented in what he does. So
McGee leading this drive, hands off to the 6-yard line, maybe down to the 5.5. Good-looking drive going on right now as Josh Robinson keeps the ball to just inside the 6.
And they needed it, because I'm going to tell you, that first quarter and a half was all Neville. I mean, they they have set a pretty high bar here for Franklinton to have to reach, but still a lot of football to be played. 2.5 quarters left to go.
Well, they've had a good drive, but they have to finish it. Let's see what they do as McGee is getting the direct snap. He has Robinson with him, and they have movement. That'll cost the Demons 5 yards.
So instead of 2nd and goal from the 6, it'll be 2nd and goal from the 11.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay for.
So you'll see the left side, see him lift up there. Actually, both tackles moved on the play. Shane Smith, love to see his Demons get something out of this drive.
For the Rob Mishnack, I'm Dennis McCain. Commissioner Kenny Henderson is in the press box with us. McGee scrambling. McGee's looking for somewhere to go. The Tigers slow him down at the 10. He keeps twisting around inside the 10 to the 8, and a flag is thrown on the floor of the Louisiana Superdome.
Yeah, I thought maybe hold where it was thrown, but they got him for a face mask, and could be the 5-yard variety. Didn't look like it was.
Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which one it is, because it's going to be half the distance to the goal. And the big thing is they'll get the play over.
So 2nd down from the 4. They're not making it easy on them.
And McGee is a powerful young man, and let's see if he just once again wants to torpedo his way in the middle with it.
LaShawn Williams has a huge height advantage on this side. Fumble.
McGee fumbles the ball, but very alertly falls on it. And that continues to give his team hope at the 6. It looked like they might have a little pitch play going to Robinson on the outside.
Well, LaShawn Williams is 6'4", and he's being guarded by Jamar Bowie, who's 5'6". I like my chances if they're able to come out in the same alignment, and they are. It's going to be to the near side. Franklinton will be penalized again. The center didn't snap it.
5 yards coming against the Demons, and that's going to make it a tough situation for them, because now they'll back it up past the 11-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to have to put it up now, and they're either going to have to throw the football, and it's going to be either Williams or it's going to be Briggs. I mean, you're talking about 6'2", 6'4" receivers on the outside, and they've got height advantages, and you're going to have to think they're going to put 3 to one side, 9 to the other, which is what they're going to do, and throw it up and let one of them go get it.
We are joined by Commissioner Kenny Henderson. Commissioner, let's see what happens right here. Man in motion. McGee wants to keep it himself. The Tigers are grabbing him. He's down at the 14-yard line. The Neville Tigers have held the Franklinton Demons. At least they have for 3 downs. We'll find out what happens on 4th down. Well, you get the sense that they have a man spying on McGee.
As quick as he is, yeah, as quick as he is, I'm not sure that's not a bad idea.
And he's a powerful man. But, you know, you mentioned you're moving into your new facility, and it is just a beautiful facility on Old Hammond Highway in Baton Rouge. Actually at the site of the old Fairwood Country Club for our viewers who are in the Baton Rouge area.
And I think Neville, Franklinton's going to take a timeout.
Well, we'll continue that thought, but we're going to take a timeout first. On CST, we are live in HD from the Superdome.
If you want the inside scoop directly from me, watch my weekly press conference live on CST. Watch it the day after each game exclusively on CST.
Our score, Neville 21, Franklinton nothing. Mickey McCarty's a happy man right now. Let's get his thoughts earlier today before the game started about playing for the championship.
Well, big for our program, obviously. It's been since 1995 since we played in the Dome in the championship game, and we're real excited for our community and school to get back down there. Obviously, every team that starts the football season are targeting that Dome, and our kids now get a chance to experience that, and certainly everybody's excited about it.
And he could obviously join the ranks of Charlie Brown and Mr. Ruppel, put his name up on the stage.
And other great coaches at Neville.
And of course, Coach McCarty doesn't have to live in the stadium like Coach Ruppel used to do at Neville.
And my mom told me that story. She was going to Neville, graduated with Charlie Brown, but
Charlie Brown was here yesterday, yeah. and everybody from Neville took a picture with him.
Well, they built him an apartment right in the stadium. McGee wants to throw it. McGee is rolling to the left. McGee fires the ball to the end zone. Incomplete. No good in the end zone. The Neville Tigers have held Franklinton, and that was a big stand by the young men from Monroe, Louisiana.
Good defense, just stepped right in front of it.
Tipped away at the last minute. It was Lawrence.
Yeah, Hagan Lawrence.
Who tipped it away.
2:35 to go in the half, so Franklinton turned away again.
But, Commissioner, normally when you would get through with the Superdome Classic, maybe relax for the holidays a little bit, you're going to move into the facility. And then after the first of the year, I'm sure you guys have some other activities coming up.
We do. We have the annual convention, and we have to prepare for that. And then we also have taken on a new task this year of helping the Hall of Fame with their Hall of Fame games, to try to raise some money for the Hall of Fame committee and the Hall of Fame Foundation. And so that's a new task that we've taken on this year also.
And you have a building fund going. Now, if someone in Louisiana who enjoys high school football would like to get involved with your building fund and to showcase former athletes and to help the athletes right now, how can they go about getting involved?
Well, we do have a website. You can go to www.lhsa.org, and then I think there is a link to our foundation on that, and then you can go there and get involved, buy a brick, just make a donation. Several ways to get involved, and several areas that you can get involved with if you would like.
Neville moves it out to the 26-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down. So the Tigers not satisfied with their big 21-0 lead. They're looking for more.
If you put a 28 spot up there, I'm going to tell you what, that's a heck of a hill to have to climb.
Taylor Birch is standing at his own 21-yard line. The clock is running. Birch throws the ball to the right side, completes the pass for a gain of about 5 yards.
And we want to mention that website one more time. It's www.lhsaa.org for more information on the foundation and the buy a brick and things on the new building and the Hall of Fame. There'll be links there. It's a very informational website. I wanted to give you those letters again, LHSAA.org. We would like to recognize Tulane Sports Medicine for providing trainer services at the LHSAA State Championship events. Tulane Sports Medicine is the official healthcare network of the LHSAA. Thanks to the so many fine doctors and trainers for supporting Louisiana high school athletics. Those people from Tulane Institute of Sports Medicine do a great job here at the practices, and they're just there for whatever the schools need or may not have. And it's great to have those guys on board.
Well, you're getting a look at the big crowd that's in the Superdome right now. And as we moved around the Superdome talking with staff here in the Dome, several of them told me, Commissioner, that this is their favorite event of the season. All right, let's take a break. And we'll be back for the final 1:15 after we step aside for just a moment.
Hi, I'm George Shin, and I would like to wish everybody a very healthy and happy and prosperous holiday season and New Year.
Hi, I'm Mike Schlein, General Manager of the New Orleans Zephyrs. The Zephyrs family would like to wish everybody a happy holiday season.
We're back, everybody, as they are taking a look at the injured Franklinton Demon. Wheeler, our situation is second down, 5 yards to go. The Tigers of Neville's Birch with the ball to Pollard, who takes it and scoots through an opening and lumbers out to the 37-yard line. That's enough for a Neville first down.
So they'll stop the clock to set the chains, and Neville's going to go straight to the line of scrimmage. Watch out for 13.
After they set the chain, they'll run the clock, but not yet, because Neville will call a timeout.
So we've got some defense being played tonight. Some pretty good hard hits going on. There's the interception by the big defensive tackle off the ricochet, and then right there, pretty good pop, and another interception by Sears, and he's right now probably the most outstanding player of this contest. And then the fourth down stop when Franklinton went for it, tried to put it in the end zone, and were denied. So 44 seconds to go in the first half, and you see your total yards for both halves. Neville nearly 300 yards of offense in the first half, and Franklinton with just 101, and they're averaging over 400 a game in offense. Again, 400 plus yards of offense and 50 points a game. Neville averages in the 30s per game and about 350 yards a game of offense. So they've got most of their statistics in the first half, does Neville. So some adjustments will certainly need to be made in the Franklinton locker room.
With Rob Bishmack and Dennis McCain, Commissioner Kenny Henderson is in the press box with us. The overthrow and incomplete.
And coming up at halftime from the Louisiana Machinery Studios, it'll be Victor Howell and Paul Green in the studio talking about the previous game today, the game to follow this one, a little bit about this, the one to follow, a little bit about this one, and then also the two games that were played yesterday. Evangel winning a state championship over John Curtis in 2A action.
Hand it off to Pollard on the draw. Pollard is hit. He's smacked and kissed at the 44-yard line.
And in 3A action yesterday, Notre Dame, the Pios win their second state championship. Louis Cook's club beat Parkview Baptist. So timeout, Neville.
Kenny, a lot of issues, of course, for you every single day, but good football teams and sports teams around the state. But one thing that is close to your heart is sportsmanship, and we have, I think, some good sportsmanship in Louisiana.
Well, take a look at, Kenny, give me 1 second. Take a look at Neville's regular season. They only played 9 regular season games, but the thing that stands out there is you see that loss by a field goal. That's to the team that's getting ready to play for the 5A state championship. So if you don't think Neville...
An undefeated team getting ready
an
to play
undefeated
for 5A.
team that beat them 30-27. If you don't think Neville's a quality football team, well, look at that rundown. Of course, they took care of the Bearcats, Kenny. We saw there. Bastrop's won about 4 state championships at the 4A level. Took care of them. Their big rival, Ouachita, they put up 55 on them. So Neville's been getting it done since August.
All right, it's a third down situation. But, Commissioner, talk about sportsmanship in the state. You feel very strongly that we should have great sportsmanship.
We do. We're trying to do some things with sportsmanship, making some programs available. We are partnered with the National Federation on some sportsmanship issues, and then we've also adopted another sportsmanship, an online sportsmanship program that you can go onto the LHSAA webpage and download that sportsmanship program. It's a free of charge program. Learning through sports, and so it's a great program that we have to offer, and we'd like for everyone to take advantage of that.
And a injured Demon still down on the field with 19 seconds to go in the first half. Franklinton, well, watch this if you want to see something impressive. This next graphic that comes up on the screen. Look at the scores in the games that Franklinton played. And if you want some quality opponents, Amite, they nearly got here out of Class 3A. Varnado got deep into the playoffs in Class 2A. Belle Chase was last year's defending state champion. Salmon, they beat them in overtime. And the numbers that this football team has put up has just been, I'm not sure if it might not be the highest scoring team in the history of the state of Louisiana in that classification.
And they've walked through the playoffs, if you add that on the bottom.
Yeah, they put up 60 last week, so they put up 60 twice and over 50 5 times.
Well, limping off the field for Franklinton is Jeffrey Abram.
And you would almost have to figure if Neville did an outstanding job on defense that, what do you do, hold them to 30? when you're averaging on 50, 55 points a game.
Chased in the backfield, he throws it out of bounds, and Birch probably just threw that one away.
But right now, Neville pitching the shutout with 6 seconds to go in this one.
They're pitching the shutout, but they're not shutting it down. They still have 6 seconds to go and time for one more play.
Well, you could take a shot at about a 10-yard out pattern and then give yourself an attempt at maybe a second to go to throw one into the end zone. Be kind of tough to reach it from here.
Well, Birch he's a big man, 6'3", 215, and a senior. And so the Tigers will call timeout.
Well, that just eliminated throwing anything over the middle because now you're out of timeout, so it'll either have to be an all or nothing or a quick out pattern. 4 or 5, maybe 4 or 5 second out pattern and get you a second left on the clock to try and put some more points on the board.
With Rob Mushmag, once again, I'm Dennis McCain. We are joined by the commissioner of the Louisiana High School Athletic Association, Kenny Henderson. Commissioner, once again, congratulations on a very successful weekend of football here in New Orleans.
Well, we thank y'all, and we thank you, CST, for partnering with us to be able to give these games out to the state and all across the Gulf South. So great partnership. Glad to have y'all with us.
Well, most states would never think of being live and in high definition, and you have both of those features on these championship games in the Dome.
Yes, we do. Like I say, these are some great games, and if whether you're here in the Dome or whether you're at home watching right now, you have seen some good games.
Well, they did exactly that. They ran the 11-yard out pattern. So what you'll see now, I thought you might see the Hail Mary. What you're going to see is a 57-yard field goal attempt. So
that's a long one. Squires.
Well, he's got a leg. I'm gonna tell you, he
does.
But I would certainly put somebody back to return it if I were Franklinton, and they did.
Squires is going to try it from 57 yards. And we're gonna give you a good look at it in the Superdome. We have cameras all over the dome. It's a fake. The pass is too low, incomplete.
Wait a minute. You might have a roughing the kicker call or roughing after the play. Oh, intentional grounding. Now roughing the passer? Well, now they're going to get to kick the field goal because I just put 15 on it.
Now they are in field goal range.
Wow.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. Be 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. We'll play one untimed down.
So untimed down coming up. They'll put it down just short of the 25, but that is in field goal range. And a successful field goal would make it 24-0. And that would be 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion in order for Franklinton to tie it, or they would be 4 scores down.
42 yards is what it's going to be, but Shane Smith is wanting some sort of explanation, and whatever he got, he didn't like.
So the last couple of minutes of this first half taking a long time to play. as Squires is coming in to try to kick the field goal for the Neville Tigers. They're in the white uniforms, leading 21-0. In a surprise, he bangs the field goal. It hooks inside the uprights. It's good.
It's not. No. There was a false start. They're going to bring this back. There was a false start on this side of the Neville offensive line. See if you can see it again. Well, we're already into the play here, but there was movement, and I don't think it's going to count.
Well, we'll try it again if it is a false start. Now,
well, there was a false start. I'm just not sure if they got it.
Half of the Neville team jumping up and down and heading to the locker room. They had to come back out of the tunnel.
And they called it.
They did call it. 5 yards on Neville. But the way he kicked out, I got a good feeling he's going to try it again.
Oh, I think he'll try it again. There's no doubt about it. He's got the leg for it. But there was definitely movement. I mean, it was right away. Far left side of the offensive front, you'll see the movement if we've got it on replay. So
Matthew
another
motion on the offense, 5-yard penalty. We're going to replay the down.
All right, he'll try it again. Now, Birch is the holder, so.
From 47.
That would give you another option, but well inside his field goal range. It would be a record if he makes it.
A 4A class
hits it.
State record if he hits this one.
From 47 yards, Matthew Squires kicks it. This one's heading up. Will it be long enough?
Nope.
It's short and no good.
By about 5 yards.
A big half for the Neville Tigers. They lead it 21-0 at halftime in the Louisiana Superdome as we play for the 4A state championship. Well, that one was straight, just not enough leg on it. But still a big half for the Neville Tigers. And let's check in with Eric Ritchie, who has our Crystal Hot Sauce report from the field as he has the coach of the team that's ahead.
Thanks, guys. Here with Mickey McCarty. Coach, second week in a row, you pretty much dominated one of the top teams in the state. What do you tell your players now at half to avoid any kind of a letdown?
There's 2 words: keep playing, and keep playing hard. They're a great football team, explosive offensively. You let down for a minute, they'll light the scoreboard up on you.
Explosive to the tune of over 50 points a game, over 400 yards a game, and you're shutting them down. Your defensive effort, you have to be so thrilled.
Defense has played great. In the first half, we're a little tired. We've been on the field a lot. We scored some points, but we made some big plays and scored quick. So we got to go inside, rest a little bit, come back out here and get ready for a war in the second half.
Coach, thank you very much. Best of luck to you in the second half. Neville ending a 14-year dome drought in emphatic fashion. 21 points up, 24 minutes away from a state championship. Back to you fellas up in the booth.
Well, Mickey McCarty, a happy man right now as he charges to the locker room. Commissioner Kenny Henderson, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for all you do for high school football in Louisiana and for our broadcast.
Well, again, thanks for having me.
Well, there's a timeout on the field. Halftime is coming up where the Neville Tigers leading 21-0 over the Franklinton Demons.
The only permanent treatment for baldness is surgical hair restoration. Micrograft Hair Restoration is the premier hair transplant center in the South, located in New Orleans, Louisiana. We specialize in delivering a completely natural and artistic hair transplant for every patient. For more information, visit our website, micrografthairrestoration.com, or call us at 504-525-5262. That's micrografthairrestoration.com, or call us at 504-525-5262.
Those who dig it, move it, haul it, plant it, and build it. Louisiana Machinery has quality Caterpillar machines and tools with great lease and purchase options. Rugged, tough, reliable, and built for you. And Louisiana Rents, our cat rental store, has low-hour equipment at great rental rates. Lease it, rent it, or buy it today. Call 866-843-7400 or go to www.louisianamachinery.com.
Hello, welcome back. How are you guys doing? Checking in? All right, welcome to the Town Place Suites by Marriott. Pets and mascots are welcome at the New Orleans Town Place Suites by Marriott. There's everything a mascot could need to get ready for the big game. Thank you. Have a good game. Good game. Our mascot promotion is really catching on. Town Place Suites by Marriott, New Orleans. Your home away from home. Located in the Harahan Elmwood Business Park.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
The 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic on CST is being brought to you by Cajun Industries, Acadian Ambulance, Tulane Institute of Sports Medicine, NOLA.com, Town Place Suites by Marriott, Eric Hill Nissan, and by Calco Travel.
Welcome back to the Louisiana Machinery Studios, everybody. Victor Howell along with Paul Crane. We are at the half of the Class 4A State Championship game, and for the first time we have one that's not nip and tuck all the way through. Paul, I got a few numbers for you. 60, 35, 58, 57, and 45.
Those would be points that Franklinton has put on the scoreboard.
In their last 5 games by themselves, not combined scores. So to see that they have a goose egg, I'm sure is surprising to a lot of people.
Well, defense showing up for Neville for sure, and we heard earlier in the evening from the Neville coach talking about he's coming to the Dome to win the championship. He wants the trophy for the champions, and goodness gracious, Neville has been extremely impressive. To shut down Franklinton with all that offensive firepower has been impressive, but it has only been one half.
Franklinton's only had one game this season where the decisive score has only been in single digits, and that was against Salmon from Slidell. They beat them 20-14. That's the same team they beat
the last 2 games. They've won by 95-0 combined.
Well, let's show you what has happened so far here in the first half. Neville's Taylor Birch. Here we go, right off the bat. They're off and running, which is something they did a lot last week. In fact, they did it every play in the win against Lutcher. 55 yards on the keeper. That would set up a Matthew Squares 46-yard field goal. This one's got the leg, but it's wide left. So Neville stays off the scoreboard. Next play, Franklinton. Watch a little shuttle pass, but it doinks off the helmet, and that winds up being an interception as Simpson Stevenson picks it off as the bad pass goes there, and Neville takes advantage, and that's going to bring Squares back out. This one from a horrible angle from 30 yards out, and it just misses right. No good. So Neville has had 2 chances to get on the board early, but no points. After Franklinton goes 3 and out on 3rd and 4, Birch to Jeremy Runner. He runs his way down for 27 yards on that pass reception, and then that's going to set up Cedrico Pollard. It's a 3-yard touchdown run, and Neville finally cracks the scoreboard after a couple of missed field goal chances. They go to the second, up on the #1 seed, 7-0.
Well, Neville certainly uses its bag of tricks, the little flea flicker, and Taylor Birch has some time, and the Louisiana Tech commit finds John Dearce, shakes some would-be tacklers, 58 yards. It's a touchdown that opens the quarter in dramatic fashion. Franklinton driving Terrence McGee off Vincent Wilson's hands, and it's picked off by Dearce, having a big game both ways. Then Birch up top. Take a look at Dearce taking it away, and he goes 96 yards for the touchdown. That makes it 21-0 Neville on 4th and goal from the 13-yard line. Franklinton trying to buy time, but Reggie Wilson not able to hold on. Hagan Lawrence, the big defensive play to knock it away, and we are at the break. Neville shutting out top-seeded Franklinton 21-0.
Second half still to come. Of course, the Class 5A championship will follow. We've had 1 game put in the books today. We'll have highlights of that when we come back.
Listen, do you hear that? That's the sound of our presses running. It's music to our ears. We're Garrity Print Solutions, and we've been humming along for 25 years. Companies just like yours send us their toughest jobs. Look, your direct mail is personalized and ready to go. Bet your phone starts ringing? It always does. We're Garrity Print Solutions.
Every day at Golden Flake, it all starts with a special premium potato that longs for something more flavor and more crunch, seeking a life of delicious variety and guaranteed freshness in every chip and every bag. That's what Golden Flake brings to the table. For us, these are the good times, finding our way to your neighborhood grocery and into your basket headed home, turning potatoes into the life of your party. Golden Flake, the South's original potato chip.
Those who dig it, move it, haul it, plant it, and build it. Louisiana Machinery has quality Caterpillar machines and tools with great lease and purchase options. Rugged, tough, reliable, and built for you. And Louisiana Rents, our Cat rental store, has low-hour equipment at great rental rates. Lease it, rent it, or buy it today. Call 866-843-7400 or go to www.louisianamachinery.com.
Hello, welcome back. How are you guys doing? Checking in? All right, welcome to the Town Place Suites by Marriott. Pets and mascots are welcome at the New Orleans Town Place Suites by Marriott. There's everything a mascot could need to get ready for the big game. Thank you. Have a good game. Good game. Our mascot promotion is really catching on. Town Place Suites by Marriott, New Orleans. Your home away from home. Located in the Harahan Elmwood Business Park.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
A few things that are number one in New Orleans: the music, the food, and Eric Hill Nissan. Eric Hill Nissan is the #1 dealer in New Orleans. And to say thanks, he's giving away a Best Buy gift card with test drive to the first 25 callers each day. Call 866-4NISSAN. This weekend, get a Sentra for only $13,990. Or how's this? A 2010 Armada for an unbelievable $10,000 off MSRP. I-10 and Bullard, and online at EricHillNissan.com.
So come on down and buy from a Tiger. And now to get you back to the second half of the Class 4A state championship out at the Superdome. 21-0 is our score with Neville on top of Franklinton. One game already in the books, and that was the only game, Paul, of the 5 being played where it wasn't #1 versus #2. It kicked off early this afternoon. But it was a two-time defending champion, the second-seeded South Plaquemine Hurricanes against Haynesville, the 4 seed. And South Plaquemine came in not only with the back-to-back state championships, but a lot of emotion over on the Haynesville side in that son David Franklin inheriting the job from his father. But he has been waiting to try to win a championship, what his father did so many times in the 1970s, 80s, 90s, and, oh yeah, 2000. Well, he had another opportunity earlier today. 8 years for his son to have this opportunity. This game was tied at 6 at the break, so we're going to pick up the highlights in the second half and show you how this one turned out as the first game on a 3-game slate today. Third quarter now, here we go. Eric Regas, the 58-yard touchdown. Watch the speed. South Plaquemine is known for speed, and there he goes. Manuel Black takes it in. It's a 2-point conversion now because South Plaquemine really doesn't have a kicking game. They were going for 2. It's no good. 12-6, South Plaquemine's up top. Then Eric Hamilton here with the interception puts Haynesville in good position as he takes it down to the 31-yard line. On 4th and 10, for Marcus Jackson to Pierre McGee. Now McGee's going to go 26 yards, but you can tack on some more because here's the touchdown-saving tackle, but it winds up being a horse collar. So it takes it half the distance to the goal. 2nd and goal now. DJ Lewis from 3 yards out. Haynesville does kick, and it's good. It's their first lead, 13-12. Mike Bartholomew then gets sacked as he's pressured by the Haynesville defense, and that gives him great field position. As we hit the 4th quarter, look at Pierre McGee. The 20-yard touchdown run because the point after was no good, so they were up 7, getting ready to go to the 4th quarter. When there's a fumble here, and Haynesville again with good field position, looking to try to strike again. Now look at Pierre McGee as he tries to get through the pile. He fumbles the football. Jeffrey Espadron, he recovers it, and the drive ends for Haynesville. But after a backwards punt by Haynesville, the snap goes over Bartholomew's head here, and they start trading turnovers. South Plaquemine recovers a fumble, a 4th down effort by Eric Regis is picked off, and that'll pretty much do it. Defense really dominated as Haynesville holds South Franklinton to 126 yards of total offense. Wins at 19-12. First state title for Haynesville head coach David Franklin. First for the school since his dad, Red Franklin, won it all in 2000.
Proud of these kids. They played their tail off tonight against a very good football team. I told these kids we're not going to go into this and be intimidated. They came out and played hard all night long, and I'm as proud of them as I can be right now.
Your reaction when you won, though? You went down and your dad was there?
It's a great feeling. I had to wake up, and no, I was thanking my Lord and Savior for where he got me to, and just thankful for where we are.
Fantastic game in the 1A ranks, and we're looking for a good second half in the 4A ranks. We're getting you set to go back to the Superdome when we come back on CST.
Al Balmer Jr., president of Balmer Foods Incorporated, maker of the world-famous Crystal hot sauce. Since 1923, when my dad and mom started making Crystal right here in New Orleans, we have been shipping over 2 million gallons of our hot sauce annually to more than 75 countries around the world. The 150 employees of Balmer Foods, all of whom are your New Orleans neighbors, look forward to providing you with many more years of enhancing America's great cuisine.
A few things that are #1 in New Orleans: the music, the food, and Eric Hill Nissan. Eric Hill Nissan is the #1 dealer in New Orleans, and to say thanks, he's giving away a Best Buy gift card with test drive to the first 25 callers each day. Call 866-4-NISSAN. This weekend, get a Sentra for only $13,990. Or how's this? A 2010 Armada for an unbelievable $10,000 off MSRP. I-10 and Bullard, and online at EricHillNissan.com.
So come on down and buy from a Tiger.
Are you stuck in an adjustable rate mortgage, approaching foreclosure, bankruptcy, or are you just unable to make your current mortgage payments? You can now lower your monthly payment without refinancing, without closing costs or appraisal fees. A rate modification alert has been established to help all homeowners change the terms of their current home loan. Imagine saving hundreds of dollars monthly without incurring any closing costs. Call the toll-free number at the bottom of your screen to speak to a mortgage modification specialist. We are experts at working with you and your bank to lower your monthly mortgage payment. We've helped thousands of homeowners make their mortgages affordable again. Whether you're late on your mortgage, facing a rate adjustment, or even if you're current with your payments, we can help get your mortgage payment lowered. Take advantage of the current state of the economy and allow us to contact your lender on your behalf. Call the number on your screen for more information.
Louisiana Machinery Studios, as we're getting set to bring you back to the Superdome for the second half of the Class 4A State Championship. And when Class 4A is done, there'll be one more game to play as the anticipation starts to build when the big boys come rolling into the Superdome. The Class 5A State Championship. This involves two teams really at opposite ends of the spectrum, Paul. West Monroe, they've been there, done that, used to the big lights and the anticipation and the expectations of the Superdome. But their opponent tonight, who comes in with the #1 seed, there's been a long time coming for this opportunity.
It's Rummel. It's the 1 seed, first time making it to the Dome. It's an all-Catholic, it's a Catholic all-boys school. And Craig Steltz, the former LSU Tiger, is a graduate of there.
Raider.
He called the school. He's all excited. Everyone at Rummel all excited. But you mentioned Monroe, been there, done that. This will be the 12th time they've gone. Even though Don Schau's inherited a situation that hadn't been that, but he's turned it into a winner. And it's Rummel against West Monroe in the 5A championship, and both coaches talked about facing each other in the big one later tonight.
I think there's several things that you have to do. You got to have ball integrity. You can't turn the ball over. Evidently, you know, Rummel may not be as good offensively as they are defensively based on the scores that I see. You know, you're playing probably the #1 defensive team in the state of Louisiana, and I know they'll be well prepared. I know I think this is their first time to be in the Dome, if I'm not mistaken, and so I know that they'll have a big following coming in here Saturday night, and hopefully, you know, our people will be excited about being back down here again, and we'll be here, and so I really think they're going to set a record on attendance this Saturday night.
We've won on defense all year, and offensively, we've been opportunistic, but we're giving up 8 points a game up to this point over 14 games, and we have a senior, experienced, very experienced defense that plays real hard. So, you know, it's been defense all year. I don't expect anything different.
You know, we talked about going into this 4A game with Franklinton, the fact that they're averaging 50 points a game coming in. We talked about some of their numbers a little earlier. This 5A matchup is very similar, and you were talking about the emphasis of defense a little earlier tonight. West Monroe comes in averaging 45 points a game through the regular season. Rummel, 18.5 points a game. They're high in the regular season, was just 26. You heard Jay Ruth just talk about defense, Paul. Their semifinal game, they won, again, in snow over in Lafayette, on a defensive touchdown, an interception that got taken back.
And I think the first few moments of the game are going to be probably key, because we've seen last night, each of the games played yesterday had the first play from scrimmage go the length of the field for a touchdown. Teams get some butterflies. Well, Rummel is in absolutely uncharted territory. What will their nerves be like when they take the field in the Dome for the first time ever against a team, as you mentioned, that has been there and done that in West Monroe? The first few moments of the game could become key, and once they start hitting each other, will the defenses take over? As we've seen throughout these 2 days, defenses have dominated more often than not.
West Monroe made a run last year, got all the way to the finals, got punched in the mouth by Desterham, wound up coming up on the short end of the stick, and see what happens. Here's what's on tap for the rest of tonight. Of course, we're going to be bringing you the second half action coming up momentarily on the 4A class, the Class 4A championship with Neville and Franklinton. We'll see if the #1 seed can get back into it. And then, Paul, we set it up for the 5A showdown to close things out.
That'll be happening in the second end of the two that remain, West Monroe and Archbishop Rummel. And then, of course, right after the nightcap, have a nightcap with us on CST tonight. There is some other activity going on. We'll get ready for the Saints game in Atlanta. And, oh, yeah, the Heisman Trophy will be awarded tonight.
All of that will come up on CST tonight. But for now, we take a short break. And when we come back, it's time to go back to the Superdome and crown the Class 4A champion. Enjoy the second half, everybody.
Team Honda is putting the happy in your holidays with the Happy Honda Days clearance sale. It's our biggest sales event of the year. Over 675 new Hondas are available, and they're all clearance sale price. It's a Honda sale you can't afford to miss, and it's happening right now at Team Honda on Siegen Lane.
Al Balmer Jr., president of Balmer Foods Incorporated, maker of the world-famous Crystal hot sauce. Since 1923, when my dad and mom started making Crystal right here in New Orleans, we have been shipping over 2 million gallons of our hot sauce annually to more than 75 countries around the world. The 150 employees of Balmer Foods, all of whom are your New Orleans neighbors, look forward to providing you with many more years of enhancing America's great cuisine.
What's going on? Who are you guys? Well, sir, I'm going to pick you up at the DWI checkpoint for drunk driving.
And that's when I have to come down to get you out of jail.
Well, temporarily. I'm Judge Torres. They call him the Hammer. Hey, hot off the presses, champ.
I'm real proud of you, honey.
Way to make them happy back home, Captain. Who's that? That's your new buddy in jail.
Brought to you by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety.
So I'm here at the Ford year-end sales event, chatting with my buddy Phil. He's what you call a Built Ford Tough expert. What do you got, Phil?
We got them all. Great deals on Ford F-150, Super Duty, any truck you need.
What makes them so great, Phil?
F-150 is best in class in towing and payload. Super Duty, name says it all.
Well, that's why they're the best-selling trucks for
32 straight years.
That's a long time.
Get F-150 with $4,500 cash back or Super Duty with $6,000 cash back or 0% APR for 5 years plus $1,000 bonus cash at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
'Twas the holiday season, and onto the streets, you could hear families shouting, "Mom, what's to eat?" But Mom didn't know. She hadn't the time to cook festive dinners on which they would dine. Get into the car. I know just the place. We're headed to Piccadilly. There's no time to waste. There's cranberry chicken, bread pudding as well, pumpkin pie, cheesecake, and ham. It's real swell. Because now at Piccadilly, it's holiday time. Get everyone's favorites starting at $4.99.
Here's what we mean when we say you save thousands during Toyotathon at Team Toyota. A new 2010 Camry, just $19,788. Or get a new automatic 2010 Corolla, $14,988. And get 0% financing during Toyotathon at Team Toyota. I-12 at
Welcome back inside the Louisiana Superdome, where the Neville Tigers are out in front of Franklinton 21-0.
And the Coca-Cola halftime stats, 306 total yards by Neville to only 87 for the Demons. And you see their third down conversions. Franklin not able to commit, but only on 1 of 6. Time of possession goes to Franklinton, but as Coach McCartney said, Neville has scored and scored quick. 2 turnovers, very costly for Franklinton. Is one of those they were getting ready to put it into the end zone. But another half of football to go here from the Louisiana Superdome. And Dennis, we certainly encourage everyone who's out there, who's got their tickets and on their way, to be careful. The city of New Orleans is officially underwater. We have over 5 inches of rain has fallen, and it's not stopped. So be very careful on your way to the stadium for the 5A contest. And thank goodness we have a roof over us.
Bruce Martin kicks off. Neville will start it at the 18-yard line as we go down to Eric Ritchie for our Crystal Hot Sauce sideline report to start the second half.
All right, thanks a lot, fellas. As you might expect, a very animated locker room for Franklinton at the half. A lot of in-your-face yelling from some of the assistants, even a couple players, guys like running back Josh Robinson, offensive lineman Christian Wheeler, pleading with their teammates. Guys, we're the #1 ranked team in the state for a reason, guys. We are the #1 ranked, power ranked team. We've got to start playing like it. Also, head coach Shane Smith walked in right at the very end of the half and just simply put it like this. Guys, if you don't feel you can score at least 21 points against this team, you need to stay in the locker room. That's how it ended. Confidence and a lot of emphaticism coming from their head coach Shane Smith, and you got to feel like they're listening, because he said, neutralize the pass rush, guys, and you can get right back in this football game.
Thank you, Eric. I enjoy those observations from the locker room at halftime. And it all starts their comeback with putting a halt to the Neville Tigers. They already have 21 points, and Franklinton needs to, first of all, hold them down and then attempt a comeback. Taylor Birch, the quarterback for the Neville Tigers, on second down, hands off to the outside, all the way to the 29-yard line is the ball carrier, and that is right near a first down. Dillon makes the tackle. Pollard on the run. Taylor Birch, 10 completions, 14 attempts for 227 yards. 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. He's had a heck of a night for the Neville Tigers. Well, we'll see if it's a first down. Pollard carried it out. And it is a first down. We thought it was. First down, Neville Tigers. Neville did a good job of sealing off the end right there and getting to the outside. So the ball is spotted just past the 28-yard line. The Tigers, well, they spread it out. A wide receiver to the left, and they have 2 men out to the right. Taylor Birch has Pollard in the backfield with him. He wears number 34. He's a load. He can get to the outside, but he can put his head down and just pound it in the middle. And there he goes. He is popped in the middle that time by Franklinton. The first Demon to come in there and hit him was Graves.
So we've played over a minute. If you look at the possession chart, a couple of missed field goals and 3 straight touchdowns, and then another missed field goal. So really, Franklinton hasn't stopped them. They've stopped themselves with the missed field goals.
Second down, 9 to go. We played a minute and a half of the third quarter. Birch fakes the handoff and then throws it to an open receiver right at the first down marker. Good throw, good catch. Levine pulls it in for the Tigers. Abram was covering, but Levine did a good job. He went down about 8 yards and then cut to the outside, and Birch led him perfectly The Tigers have another first down past their 39-yard line. And now they have 3 men in the backfield. Birch does. He has Pollard back there with him, number 34. Number 25 is Jeremy Runner, who, believe me, has a lot of speed. Three of those teammates talk it over, and Taylor Birch keeps it right in the middle. Franklinton, though, stacks that up. A gain of just 1 on the inside as the Demons come together to stuff that run. One of the young men who got in there was Graves, Jacoby Graves, and Scott Mitchell put his nose up in there and stopped Birch after a gain of 1. With Rob Mishmack, I'm Dennis McCain. It's a Louisiana Saturday night, and we are playing the 4A state championship of our state. We welcome all of you watching from Virginia to Florida over to Texas, up into Arkansas. Taylor Birch to throw. He throws it to the left side, incomplete. Trying to get it to Runner. The runner couldn't catch it. That'll set up a 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9 for Neville. Big defensive stop here by Franklinton.
Third and 9 for the Tigers. Now, this is a play that Franklinton would like to stop them on. Get the ball for the first time in the second half. Taylor Birch to throw. He's rolling to the right. He's looking down the field. Now he's turning it on. He is chopped down at the 44-yard line. So the Tigers will have to punt it to the Franklinton Demons. A good stop by the young men from Franklinton.
Yeah, it was. He was out in space there, and big man to bring down. And they were able to do it about 5 yards short of the first down, so Neville will have to punt it away.
Joshua Marks chopped him down, took his legs out from under him. Deep.
LaShawn Williams deep for Franklinton. 4th and 5.
LaShawn is standing at the 13-yard line waiting for the punt. All of these return men from Franklinton with a lot of speed. Good coverage by Neville as the ball hits, but LaShawn's going to grab it anyway and run with it. And Williams is across the 25-yard line to the 29, 40 yards on the punt.
There for you and your guilty pleasures.
Your local State Farm agent is there for you. Call to start saving today.
They grow up fast, but you'll always be there for them.
Okay, Dad, what is it?
Test, it's on mathematics or anatomy. And State Farm will be there for you.
Math?
With our Steer Clear program, teens learn safe driving and you get lower rates. Take it easy, honey. Take it easy.
Call your local State Farm agent for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
We're back. Franklinton young fans right there wanting their Demons to fight back. They have the ball at the 29. Let's see what happens here. McGee, Terrence McGee, 5'10", 205. You'll see a lot of him because he's just a junior in the future. McGee wants to throw it. He has a good arm. He fires the ball to a receiver who was open momentarily. Incomplete, though. He tried to get the ball to Robinson. Josh Robinson closing very quickly on the play was Bowie for Neville.
No, yeah, and did a good job. Got his hand up there and knocked it away on the NOLA.com instant replay. Was open. But good defensive coverage there to close at the end and knock it away. 7:59 to go in the third quarter.
McGee to throw it again. This time his receiver pulls up short, down to one knee, but he catches the football. That time he went to LaShawn Williams. Williams is a yard short of the first down, maybe. Yes, he's about a yard short of the first down, but maybe they learned something on the last play. Just tell your receiver to pull up and take what they give you.
Possession chart, you see it there. 3 punts, 2 interceptions, and they gave it up on downs. So not what the Demon Nation is used to seeing out of this ball club.
They're at the 39. They need 1 yard for a first down. They'll get that easily out to the 42-yard line. First down, Demons. Carrying the football was Robinson, Josh Robinson, 5'9", 185, and also a junior. So Franklinton with several players coming back next year, several key players. Well, that's how you start a drive. Get 1 first down, then see what happens. McGee is keeping right up the middle. He got 2 yards, but that's it.
Neville has really done a good job of defense in that play tonight, and that is one that McGee has been able to spring many, many times in 09, but not so far tonight, as the Neville defense has played assignment football and stayed where they're supposed to be and have held him in check. Franklinton's going to have to get the passing game going.
8 yards to go on second down for McGee and the Demons. McGee is being chased. He throws the ball and it's incomplete. His receiver not really open. Vincent Wilson, trying to run by one of the Neville Tigers, but good coverage in the secondary, setting up a 3rd down 8. Neville Tigers from Monroe, Louisiana, up in the northeast part of the state. Franklinton from Washington Parish. Proud community. They love their Demons there. And Neville has an old storied program in Monroe. Here is the pass, incomplete, wide of the mark.
So 4th down and 8, and they'll have to punt it away again.
Wilson was the intended receiver. Lawrence was covering, but the pass was wide and incomplete. The punter comes in for Franklinton, Bruce Martin. Deep for the Neville Tigers is Diarse, John Diarse, and he's had a couple of big plays tonight. A fair catch. It hits off of Diarse and bounces on the ground. Picked up by one of the Franklinton Demons. You cannot advance a muff, but Franklinton has the football at the 21-yard line.
So finally a break. You'll see it right here. Hit right off the face mask. And Franklinton's offense right back on the field. May have lost it in the lights.
Remember that play because it could be a big one. We've already played halfway through the 3rd quarter. Our score is still 21-0, but now Franklinton gets a big break. They have it at the 21. And McGee is calling the signals. They have a high-powered offense. Can they get it going? A wide-open receiver in the end zone. Touchdown, Franklinton High School. Vincent Wilson, touchdown, Demons.
So turnover to touchdown in a matter of 5 seconds. A beautiful pass into the corner of the end zone, and the Demons finally get off the schneid with 5:58 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Franklinton is on the board. Now they're going to try the point after touchdown. Bruce Martin is a big man and their kicker. He's also their punter. And he comes straight on with it. His kick is in the air and good. Just left of the right upright. The Demons have 7 points. They trail by 14.
Notice Bobcat equipment is everywhere? Construction, industry, rental houses, government, universities, commercial, and residential. These are just a few of the many applications for the tough, compact, and durable Bobcat equipment. Also take note, Bobcat customers are smiling with their #1 choice. Our job at Duhan Machinery is to keep you smiling. 2 convenient locations to choose from. Call today for a free quote. 888-427-6408 in St. Rose or 337-408-4050 in Lafayette.
Do you have an interest in dominating your fantasy football league? If you do, CST has the show for you. Every Friday night, Fantasy Football Extra will give you the tools you need to embarrass your friends. Get top matchups and weather reports. Get insight from the Fantasy Wizard. And get tips from our icon, Tips McGee. It's Fantasy Football Extra, and it's every Friday night.
The score has changed on the big board in the Superdome. It's now 21-7 Neville.
Take a look at the micrographhairrestoration.com scoring drive. 1 play, 21 yards, 8 seconds in the 21-yard touchdown reception. McGee to Wilson, and the Franklinton crowd is making some noise.
Martin kicks it into the end zone. He has a strong leg. He comes straight on from the 20. That's where the Neville Tigers will play it.
CST tonight goes live after the 5A championship game tonight. Don't miss a final wrap-up of the 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic, followed by complete coverage of the weekend sports, including Saints, Hornets, college football, bowl previews, college basketball highlights, scores, and more. CST tonight every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Central in high definition. We're available only on CST.
With Rob Mushmack, I'm Dennis McCain. We brought football to you every Friday night, sometimes on a Thursday night throughout the season. It all ends right here at the Superdome. It's the 4A state championship. The crowd from Franklinton on their feet right now. Pollard has the ball. Pollard has an opening. Pollard is out across the 30-yard line where he is hit and hit hard by Taylor. But Pollard has a big run and a Tiger first down.
And here's the definition of a slobber knocker. Right there. That just so happened to be 11 yards down the field. Well, that's still a pretty good pop. That's 2 men at full speed. That's 2 freight trains hitting each other.
He was rambling with the ball. He was rumbling. And he got hit. Held on to the ball. Got a first down for the Tigers. First down, Neville at the 33-yard line. Franklinton wanting another stop. Taylor Birch is getting the direct snap. He has Pollard back there with him, so Neville's mixing it up. They throw the ball.
That's a fumble.
Incomplete. No good. The officials all saying no catch.
Great coverage by Franklin. They thought they had him one.
Watch Flowers come up.
Let's take another look from this angle and see, does he have possession of the football? And the Franklinton fans are seeing it on the big screen, and they're not one bit happy about it.
They're not happy, but the 3 officials all said no catch. Second down 10. Birch to Pollard. No play. A flag's on the field. Five yards, the walk-off.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Walk-off against Neville. Our officials from the Shreveport area. Now it's second down 15.
Second and 15, you can start to feel a momentum swing.
Look at the Demons rally to the football at the 31-yard line. Pollard was carrying, but Demons stopping him. And the first Demon to get in there was Lawrence Robinson and also Jacoby Graves.
Going to be third down now and 12.
He wanted some of the ball carrier also. Third and 12. Big play. Momentum to Franklinton. And it would really be swinging if they could get a stop right here. Neville with a wide receiver out to the right. They have another man out there also, and Birch is calling for a direct snap. He's faking to Pollard. He wants to throw it. He's being chased in the backfield, and now Birch is running. Now some of the Demons are chasing him, and they knock him down at the 37-yard line, short of the first down. Neville will be punting. It was Marks who ran him down, and one of the other Demons chasing him that time was Scott Mitchell.
Well, just good coverage downfield, nowhere for it to go, and Birch did a nice job of just not letting it fly and tucking it. That's a positive play. Whether you got to punt it or not, you didn't turn it over.
The Demons got the stop they wanted. Deep for Franklinton is Williams, LaShawn Williams, and he's back there for a reason, because he's a dangerous man when he gets the football. Here's the punt by Neville. Going to bounce and maybe hit a Franklinton player who alertly falls on it at the 27-yard line. It was Barnes who touched it initially and then fell on it. The punt was good for 36 yards.
So here come the Demon offense. They should have a little bit of momentum after that quick strike the last time they had it.
We're having a lot of fun bringing this football game to you, and we hope that you are enjoying high school football Louisiana style. From 1A to 5A, McGee wants to throw it, now he pulls it down and runs with it. Moves across the 30 to the 32. That's a gain of 5 on first down.
You just got to believe that eventually they're going to get one to Briggs. The 6'4" wideout. He is, again, on the near side, single covered by 5'6".
He's a tall receiver. McGee wants to throw it. He throws the ball, hits his receiver at the 40 to the 45. A nice gain on the play for Williams. LaShawn Williams. Sellers brought him down, but not before Williams picked up another Demon first down. Well, it's one thing for a team to get down 21-0, but when you're in high-powered offense, averaging 50-something points a game, well, you can never count them out.
Well, eventually you're going to get some.
Big man out to the left again. One-on-one coverage out there. Way to the left. You see how tall the receivers from Franklin. They pull up and throw it short to Robinson, who races down the field to the 46-yard line, just a yard short of a Franklinton first down. Gibson. Sam Pagnero on the tackle. We talked about it earlier, but now Franklinton's receivers are going down, taking what Neville's given them, pulling up short and taking the pass in an open area. McGee wants to throw it again. This time he throws it long, gets it up in the air for Williams, who can't catch it. He reached out, dove for the football, made a good effort at the 5, overthrown, incomplete, but maybe not a bad call on 2nd and 1. There's a Demon.
One of your relatives made it in.
The quarterback sneak by McGee, and a nice offensive surge there for a first down. First down, Franklinton at the 41-yard line of Neville.
So first down for the Demons, and the drive continues.
We're inside 2 minutes. Franklinton has the only score in the third quarter. He gets the direct snap. He's been throwing a lot. He puts it up in the air, trying to get it to Williams again. Jones up in the air, catches the ball at the 8-yard line. There is a flag down now. Is it defensive interference or offensive interference?
For offensive pass interference.
Well, the official comes back. One of the Neville players applauding. It is going to be offensive interference. Williams caught it, but the flag and they're saying that he interfered with the Neville defensive back.
Offensive pass interference, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Lost it down, second down.
So that's a big one. Second down now in 25.
Second down 25, and I think they caught Williams with a hand on the jersey of the Neville defensive back. And that's the reason they dropped the flag. But it doesn't mean you can't come back with the play, because Williams has a lot of speed on the outside.
I think they're looking for Williams. I think he's got to look somewhere else.
McGee looks left, throws back right. The pass is in the air, and it is incomplete. Tipped up in the air by Robinson, Josh Robinson, but he couldn't catch it.
Roughing the passer. Roughing the passer call. Yeah, they know about Williams. You got to go somewhere else, and that is a touchdown if he catches it.
Personal foul on Neville. And very quickly, let's check in with Kristen Oakes.
We're down in the field with a very special guest with us, Mr. Greg Stewart, who was just inducted into the Athletic Trainers Hall of Fame. Can you tell us a little bit about that honor?
It is quite an honor. The Louisiana Athletic Trainers Association is a group of the trainers all across the state, and as a physician, they inducted me into the Hall of Fame, which is quite an honor. And they bring in 2 people a year generally to that, so it's quite an honor. Very proud of that.
Now you're here representing one of our sponsors, Tulane Institutes of Sports Medicine. Can you give us a little bit of history about the background with the LHSAA and Tulane?
We do a lot of stuff with the High School Athletic Association. We have a long history of working with the high school athletes through the New Orleans area long before the storm, probably 20, 25 years of working very closely. And in the last 2 years, we're now one of the corporate sponsors of the High School Athletic Association. And we're, again, very proud of that honor of being able to work with the High School Athletic Association.
We thank you for your contribution, and back to you in the booth, guys.
Thank you, Kristen. So the 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer, that's the 15 yards back. Second down now, 10 to go. Penalize them 15 on pass interference. Get it back with roughing the passer. McGee hands it off. Tigers were waiting for that one. A good run. A flag comes in. Wilson is going to the end zone. The Franklinton crowd's on their feet, but they don't see the flag on the field at the 46-yard line. They will in just a moment.
It's in the area of hold, but could be a face mask. No, they're going to take the touchdown. I mean, it was a
face mask on Neville.
It looked like there might have been a block in the back, but they threw it right at the ball carrier. Take a look at it again right here.
Got a 5-yard face mask.
Right there was that was the face mask, and then the block in the back was after that.
And now the Franklinton crowd happy. All the way in for a touchdown for Wilson. Watch him break the face mask right there and then just take it to the house.
And actually the block in the back was not a block in the back. He was hit by his own man. So that's why you didn't get another penalty.
Martin is in the game to attempt the point after touchdown. He kicks it straight on, and he has a chance to close the gap to 7.
Dennis, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for 2 here. I mean, it's I mean, as soon as the flag was thrown, they assembled the offense.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense, half the distance to the goal. Replay the try.
They're going to replay the try. The only thing now is, will they go for two or kick it?
I think they're going to go for it. I really do. I think they're going to run the quarterback draw.
21-13. The Demons are going for it. McGee up under center. McGee is handing off. Throwing into the end zone goes the ball carrier for Franklinton High School, and they get the 2-point conversion. And now,
well, it's on now, buddy.
We have a football game on a Louisiana Saturday night with the male that time was Robinson. He was leading it, and Wilson had it in the end zone. A 2-point conversion, and now it's 21-15, and here come the Demons.
7 plays, 73 yards, 2:47 off the clock. Vincent Wilson with the 41-yard touchdown run. Your micrographhairrestoration.com scoring drive summary, and woo! Superdome's getting noisy, partner. This big old barn can get loud.
And we still have 1:05 to go in the third quarter. That young man is happy now. He likes his Franklinton Demons, and they're fighting back down by 6. Well, they didn't hesitate, did they, after they got the penalty to go for 2?
No, I mean, as soon as the flag went up, I just saw all the movement on the Franklinton sideline. That's why I said it. They're going to go for 2 because they assembled the offense immediately.
Yeah, the whole team just...
Yeah, I mean,
to the bench like we know what we're going to do now.
Anytime you do that, we're going for 2. And they just power football it right into the end zone, and right now they've got Neville on their heels.
Well, the official wants a timeout because the Franklinton coaches and the Neville coach discussing couple of issues with our officials. Then now they're going to get together and well, they're going to kick off apparently from the 45-yard line. At least that's where the ball is.
Well, Franklinton was down 21-0, and things just were not looking their way, and they never panicked. But the muffed punt, remember that, at 21-0. And ever since then, it's been demons and more demons. So Neville needs to put a tourniquet on it right here.
Here's the kickoff. Across the 35-yard line goes Buford.
At halftime, you see Jimmy Anderson, of course, Kurt Crochet being awarded at halftime. And that's some great men that have done some great things with this association, and wouldn't be what it was today without the services of those coaches, administrators, athletes. Shane Smith, one of them, played at Franklinton, and now he's trying to lead his Demons to their first ever state championship, and this third quarter's belong to them. Runner with it.
The Dome is getting a loud runner to the 45 of Franklinton. A flag, 15 more coming, 15 points scored in this third quarter, all by Franklinton. Runner is down. It was Jeffrey Abram, who ran him down. And runner is on the ground. But a big play for Neville. And they're going to get maybe 15 more yards. They got 20 on the play. Another 15 would make it a 35-yard effort. Yep, they get him for a personal foul. Franklinton. Neville needed that play. Well, we saw a runner in the semifinal game in Luttrell. It was a wet night. It was muddy, and he was still fast in the mud. And so we knew he would be fast here on the Superdome floor.
Personal foul on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
They're at the 29 now. You know, Neville would like to answer the 15-point outburst by Franklinton. Two good football teams. This is football Louisiana style. Birch in the shotgun for the Neville Tigers. He has Pollard back there with him. Birch wants to throw it, though. He throws the ball to an open receiver. Out on the right side, that's Calhoun who catches it. Eric Ritchie has a special guest.
Hey guys, thanks a lot. We're alongside Charlie Brown, who retired from Neville in 1993 after over 40 years coaching, 30 as a head coach, 3 state titles. What a fantastic game your team is involved in tonight, Coach.
Oh, it's a tremendous football game. I just hope that we can hold on. This is 2 great high school football teams playing before a packed house here in the Superdome. It's a great one to be at.
I know you saw early on in this season that you could sense greatness with this team, and you weren't trying to be corny or anything, but flat out, this team is something special.
Oh, I think so. It was easy to see. We had the best personnel and more depth than we've had in several years. But at the same time, you've got to do it on the field. You can't talk about it in the newspaper.
What would a state championship mean to Neville? Another one.
Oh, it would mean so much. It seems such a long time since we've been down here. And if ever a team deserved to be here, Coach Mickey McCarty and the Neville Tigers of 2009 certainly deserve the right to be here.
What do you think of Mickey McCarty?
Well, I could spend the rest of the night telling you what a wonderful job he's done and how much we think of him here in North Louisiana. We at Neville High School believe there's none in comparison to Mickey.
Charlie Brown, you did a heck of a job yourself. We certainly appreciate your time and continued success, and best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Not a doubt in my mind, he can still get down there and put the headset on.
He's a gentleman. And what a coach he was for the Neville Tigers.
Your mother, I believe, graduated from Neville with Charlie Brown.
Same graduating class, and nothing but good things have I ever heard about Charlie Brown. Here is Birch throwing the ball to the right side, and that's running with it. Runner's hit. Finished off at about the 13-yard line. Barnes got him. We have played 3 quarters of football, 3 good quarters of football. Exciting action in the Louisiana Superdome. We're coming back for the final 12 minutes, 21-15. The Neville Tigers have the lead.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
If you've taken the drug Reglan, especially children and elderly women, this message is for you.
If you or a family member has taken the drug Reglan and have been diagnosed with tardive dyskinesia, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now.
If you or a loved one has taken this drug and were injured, call us right now. You may be entitled to a large cash award.
The FDA approved Reglan for short-term use only. Some of the side effects can become permanent, and you may have tardive dyskinesia.
Tardive dyskinesia symptoms include lip smacking and lip puckering, tongue protrusion or tongue sticking out, rapid eye blinking, jerking arm and leg movement, facial grimacing, and repetitive movement. If you've taken the drug Reglan and are now experiencing these side effects, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now.
If you want to be part of any settlements, call us immediately.
If you've taken the drug Reglan and have been diagnosed with tardive dyskinesia, call 800-651-6868. That's 800-651-6868.
Welcome back inside the Louisiana Superdome.
And let's have a look at the Gulf Coast Office Products third quarter statistics. Starting to even up just a little bit. First half total yards. Look at the second half. I mean, just third quarter total yards as Franklinton took over the third quarter. They still trail it, but they outscored Neville 15-0 in that third quarter, and Neville is threatening.
Birch is trying to answer those 2 touchdowns by Franklinton as he is leading his Neville Tigers down the field right now.
The Louisiana Machinery red zone. Neville
Birch
Tigers
to runner. Franklinton grabs runner.
Oh,
and they drag him down. It was Marks, Joshua Marks, who shot through the gap and got him.
Well, Town Place Suites by Marriott. Fourth quarter brought to you by the Town Place Suites and Marriott Hotel.
Good crowd in the Superdome. Big time high school football. That's what we play in Louisiana. The most players in the National Football League per capita than any other state in America. And here's where it all starts.
3rd and 7, and boy, is this a big one for the Neville offense.
Good look at Birch right there. Birch wants to throw it. Birch is looking. Birch throws it away out to the right side. He had a receiver out there, but didn't want to take a chance in trying to get it to Calhoun, Brandon Calhoun. They have a good field goal kicker.
It'll make it a 2-score game, too. 24-15 would be 9 if they're able to push it through. And here comes Squires.
He's coming on the field. He has a big-time kicking leg, so the distance is not a problem.
Going to be a 32-yarder for Squires.
He just wants to try to get it through the uprights. Waiting for the snap. Birch holds it. Squires kicks it. His kick is way up in the air and good into the net. The Neville Tigers 24, Franklinton 15. It was a 32-yard field goal for the Tigers.
So a 2-score game for that man's club. And I told you he'd coach it. Told you he was still coaching. Charlie Brown working the sidelines.
That man loves football, and he loves high school football the most. And he is proud of his Neville Tigers tonight as they lead by 9. Still a lot of football to go. We played about a minute of the fourth quarter. 11:09 to go. Lifetime of memories depending upon what happens in the final 11:09 as Squires is coming out to kick off.
Take a look at the Micrograph HairRestoration.com scoring graph. 7 plays, 50 yards, 156 off the clock, a 32-yard field goal by Squires. And although it was just a field goal, big momentum, at least it halted some of the momentum because Franklinton the Demons were flying high. Now they trail it by 9, but 11:09 to go, and
Squires
sky kick.
He kicks it short. Franklinton will fair catch it at the 27-yard line. We've heard a lot of stories about Franklinton and the way they can bring kickoffs back, and so Neville kicks that one short. But that's a certain amount of comfort knowing that a team would have to score twice to catch it.
Well, it certainly is, and Franklinton is a quick strike offense, and Williams and Brooks and McGee. They've got a lot of playmakers out there. They're going to come out 4 wide.
He looked like he was hobbling a little bit as he came on the field. The quarterback for Franklinton, he wants to throw it. He has a good arm. He fires it to an open receiver who catches the football, and then the ball flies out.
They're going to say he was down. They're going to say he was down. A whistle blew at the 44-yard line, so whether he was down or not, it's not going to matter. The whistle blew before the ball came out.
Well, you could clearly hear the whistle. Vincent Wilson, 17 yards on the catch. Well, not so much that he was down, but his momentum was stopped. was the whistle.
Yeah. And a flag just got thrown, and you're going to get either 15 or a sideline warning on Neville. Well, that's same thing. That's what I'm talking about. There was you don't point at a replay screen and yell something at an official when you're that close to him. He's going to hear it.
Yeah, there might have been some language involved there.
It's not that the ball wasn't stripped. I agree. The ball was stripped and he was still up. But the official had already blown the whistle. That is the thing that, if you're a Neville fan, you never want to hear the word inadvertent, but that's what it was.
Well, not even that. They just said the momentum was stopped, and they stopped the action.
Blown. That's correct.
At the 39-yard line, McGee wants to throw it again. McGee throws it way down the field. They're battling for it down around the 2-yard line. Incomplete.
That's the matchup we've been talking about. 6'4" on 5'6". The ball just a little long that time for Brooks. I checked that Williams.
The Franklinton quarterback, Rob, look at him there hobbling. I'm not so sure that's cramping up or if he has some sort of injury.
So they went for Briggs. That time, here's a handoff.
Trying to make the edge out there is McGee. Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
There is some slobber knockering going on out there.
When it's all said and done, the ball's going to be at the 35. And now we'll have a 3rd down 6 situation coming up. 22 times he's thrown the ball, completed it 9 times for 103 yards. And he wants to throw it right here. He's going to swing it out of the backfield and complete. Or is it a lateral?
They're going to say an incomplete pass. So 4th down and 6. Don't think you're going to see the punter here.
We had a couple of shots of McGee favoring a leg. It was a forward pass, but McGee is hobbling around in the backfield.
Wilson and Williams to the high side. Briggs to the near side. Motion on the left guard.
5 yards on Franklinton.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
And the offensive line just couldn't get ready to go. They just couldn't get hold themselves. They're ready to go.
Excited about going for it on 4th down. Now they have 4th down 11.
Williams matched up on the near side here.
And way out to the other side goes Briggs. One-on-one coverage to the left. McGee looks to throw. He is throwing the ball down the field, incomplete, just a little high to Williams. Williams was open down around the 10-yard line.
So Neville will take it over with 10:20 to go and a 9-point lead. And you're right, he's got a gimp in the gate. And a lot of pressure on him. Ball sails a little high on him, but he was pressured. William, he went up to get it.
Neville has the football. The Tigers would like to pick up about 3 or 4 first downs right here and run some time off the clock. 10:20 to go. Somebody's going to win a state championship in 4A. The Tigers right now lead by 9 as Birch gives the ball to Pollard. They're looking for him. No gain for Pollard. He's stacked up right in the middle. Eric Ritchie has a report. Let's go down to him.
Hey guys, they're saying that it's an ankle injury for sure with Terrence McGee. Happened on a play near the Neville sideline when he got hit. They're not saying the severity of the injury at all, but they are saying for sure, confirming it is an ankle injury for Terrence McGee.
10 yards to go. The Crystal Hot Sauce report. From the sideline, the action is hot. It's raining outside. The action's good inside. Birch throws the ball to an open receiver who catches it at the 35-yard line. A big play for the Neville Tigers as they get it to Runner. Flowers makes the tackle, but Jeremy Runner pulls the ball in.
Birch to Runner. Flowers on the stop. First down, Neville. 9:33 to go when they set the chains. And now a title game, for a title game record for passing for Taylor Birch, 293. The old record, 281.
He got 24 on the last play. But the important thing is not only did he get 24, he got a first down, and the clock keeps running. Down to 9:15 to go. Birch goes back to the handoff to the 19, Pollard. Rambles in the middle with it as he rips it right up the gut for a nice run on first down. It was Ronnie Wheeler, who finally brought him down, but Pollard picked up 8 yards on first down.
Nearly fumbled the handoff, and there's Eric Ritchie over trying to get some more information on McGee.
And the clock keeps ticking. If you're Franklinton, you have to hold them to a field goal.
Field goal or nothing.
Or nothing.
A touchdown, and you're going to have some serious problems.
Birch with 1 second. They ran the clock down to 1, and then he tried to throw it out to Levine, incomplete, and that'll stop the clock.
So 3rd and 2, and a big 3rd and 2.
Two men in the backfield with Birch. Two men that you know very well if you're watching the game tonight. Pollard and Runner. Runner number 25, Pollard number 34. Will he go to one of those young men? He'll go to...
Nope, he's going to keep it. It's wide open.
To Pollard.
He's going
to the outside. Birch is inside the 10. He slides down just inside the 10-yard line. Did a good job. He put it right in the breadbasket of Pollard and then pulled it out.
I thought he was going to score, but let me tell you what he did. He slid down in bounds so that when the chains are set, the clock's going to start immediately. And he run out of bounds, it would have stopped the clock. Very, very heady play. I thought he had a chance to score, but when he saw the closing speed of Franklinton's DBs, he just went down in bounds, and there goes the clock.
He's a Louisiana Tech commitment. To the outside. Down goes Pollard that time. Franklinton chased him down. The first demon to get to him was McGee, and then Dillon came flying in, and they both got help from Bickham.
And now you look down and you see Joshua Marks getting up, limping. The linebacker, number 5.
Second down, it is goal to go for Neville, so they can't make a first down. But they want a touchdown right here. It's second down from the 10 for Birch. Birch throws the ball to the right side to Runner, who splits a couple of demons and then moves it down to the 5-yard line, just inside the 5.
7 minutes to go. Third down and goal for Neville.
Tyson McGee made the tackle. Well, a field goal would be 27-15, and that would still be 2 scores. So they want to try to hold them right here.
And the first time he had just mentioned that he had broken the record, but the first time that anyone has ever thrown for over 300 in 4A in title game championship, and it just continues to rise. And here comes a timeout, I believe, by Neville.
Timeout, Neville Tigers. 24-15. Let's take a look at how things unravel here.
Pollard. And then in the second quarter, the long one does the little trickeration. Touchdown, and then one more time. Look at this catch. Wow. What a special player. John Dares. And then the muff punt turned it Franklinton's way. They scored on the next play. And momentum, and here is that play. The touchdown pass to Wilson. And then from 41 yards out, Vincent Wilson takes it in. And that got it to 21-15. This field goal put it to back to 9. And we've got a 3rd and goal, Neville, from the Franklinton 4.
With Rob Bushmack, Dennis McCain, glad that all of you are watching high school football as Birch wants to throw it. Birch throws it to a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Neville Tigers as they go to Levine. And Neville has 6 more on the board. Levine was wide open. Birch did a good job, though, looking right. And then he looked back to Levine, who was wide open.
With the extra point to come.
Well, it would still be a 2-score game, but it would make Franklinton have to score twice and make a 2-point conversion both times.
So it's still a 2-score game, but much more difficult than had they just held them to the field goal. But 6:20 to go, and Franklinton will have to put the high-octane offense into
Squires
play.
kicks it through, good. Our score now, 31 for Neville, 15 for Franklinton.
So I'm here at the Ford year-end sales event, chatting with my buddy Phil. He's what you call a Built Ford Tough expert. What do you got, Phil?
We got them all. Great deals on Ford F-150, Super Duty, any truck you need.
What makes them so great, Phil?
F-150 is best in class in towing and payload. Super Duty, name says it all.
Well, that's why they're the best-selling trucks for
32 straight years.
That's a long time.
Get F-150 with $4,500 cash back or Super Duty with $6,000 cash back or 0% APR for 5 years plus $1,000 bonus cash at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
LSU women's basketball hits the court Sunday when they host the UNO Privateers at the PMAC. Tune in at 2 p.m. Central to see Allison Hightower and Van Chancellor lead the Lady Tigers, while the men join CST next Thursday as they host the visiting Nicholls State Colonels for a 7 p.m. tip. Catch the LSU Tigers basketball season this season, right here on CST. And the Micrographed Hair Restoration.com scoring drive, 8 plays, 60 yards, 4 minutes. Levine, the 4-yard touchdown reception. And Neville with a 16-point lead, 6:20 to go. Franklinton needs to score quick.
Well, the last time the Tigers kicked off, they kicked it high and short. And Franklinton started at their own 28-yard line. Let's see if that's what Squires does again, and he does. But this time, Franklinton won't call a fair catch, but not a lot of running room to the 32.
And a late flag. And this could be 15 coming on Franklinton for a late hit on the kicker. And here it is. Stay there, watch the play, and then get clobbered. And that was maybe 25 yards away from the play.
Personal foul on the receiving team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Well, it's going to be hard enough anyway. You sure didn't want to lose another 15, but they do. And so the ball will be put down at the 17.
16 penalties in this contest for almost 150 yards. Well, it'll be all air game now.
McGee to throw it. Swing it out there to Robinson. Robinson is grabbed at the 24-yard line. He picked up about 7. But they keep him in bounds, and that means the clock continues to run.
Well, and then Franklinton is going to get to the line of scrimmage, but they're not doing it very quickly.
Charles Blade tackled Robinson. McGee limping in the backfield. That would limit play calling because he likes to keep it on occasion. McGee to throw it. Backpedals, throws the ball incomplete, setting up a 3rd and 3.
He is really having some trouble with that injury. I mean, he is hobbling. They've got it taped up about as best as they can, but he looks like he might be having trouble planning to throw.
Well, he's having trouble backpedaling also after he gets the ball. Maybe they ought to back him up a couple of steps and let him step into the pass.
So here we go, 3rd and 3.
McGee hands it off, but that's not going to fool the Tigers. 4th down, and now 4 to go for Franklinton, and they have no choice but to go for it.
You can't punt it here.
You would think.
Five minutes to go, and 4th and 4. He actually lost a yard on that play.
This could be the ball game. The Tigers could take over deep in Franklinton territory. McGee throws the pass high, incomplete. The ball goes over to the Neville Tigers, and Mickey McCarty's happy with that stand by his defense. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. .447 to go. And now a field goal would end it.
Yep, you're right. But I think you're going to see a lot of ground game here. 2 timeouts left for both clubs. Neville won't be looking to use theirs.
Ralph Ladner's up in the booth with us. With Rob Bushback, I'm Dennis McCain. On a rainy Louisiana Saturday night, but nice in the dome. Pollard to the 21-yard line. He didn't get a lot of yardage, but the clock keeps going. Taylor made the tackle.
And an injured Demon not getting up, not moving at all.
And with the injury, let's throw down to Kristen Oakes.
Well, we're down here on the field with Mr. Rick Smith, who's one of Piccadilly's representatives, and Piccadilly is one of our most loyal sponsors for the LHSAA and has the most phenomenal mashed potatoes I've ever had in my entire life. And you know a little bit about this.
I know a lot about mashed potatoes, and I know that you like to eat there, which is just wonderful. By the way, we've got a drive-through now. If y'all are heading west on Loyola Drive, you can drive through, you can go inside. We've got all your Piccadilly favorites, and it's easy to get in and out. It's just a good deal. Opened about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, what kind of specials does Piccadilly have for the holiday season?
Oh, man, we've got pecan-crusted chicken and pork chops, and we've got this cheesecake, the pumpkin cheesecake. I think it's just out of this world. So we've had some really good things going on.
And tell me a little bit again about the partnership with LHSAA and CST.
It's our favorite one. It has been great. Guys upstairs have been wonderful. You've been wonderful. Anything that we can do with youth here in the state of Louisiana We've been all over the state, had a great time. And this game is perfect. These kids are just tremendous, much closer than the score. It's been a joy for us all along.
Well, we've had a lot of interviews this season. It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kristen. We've enjoyed having Rick with us on the road. Of course, Kristen Oakes was with us during our broadcast throughout the season also, and there goes Runner with it. Runner's hit once, he's hit twice, and he goes down right at the 20-yard line.
They got to start using the timeouts. And they just did.
Abram tackled him.
And another injured Demon. Abram is down.
Down at the 21, they'll give him some help. Well, Neville got off to a big start, and well, they're still way up right now at 31-15. Let's step aside. We'll come back in just a moment.
Hi, everyone. I'm Victor Howell. And I'm Paul Crane. Be sure to join us Saturday night for CST Tonight, where the biggest story in college football will be the Heisman Trophy. We'll have that story and the Saints getting ready to go to Atlanta for another division game. We'll also recap the Hornets and the Knicks from Friday night and a full recap of the state championships for the LHSAA high school ranks. Join us for CST Tonight.
Don't change the channel, because right after the game, Victor Howell and Paul Crane join us once again for a live post-game wrap-up from the Louisiana Machinery Studios, followed by the kickoff between the big boys, 5A West Monroe Rebels and the Archbishop Rummel Raiders for the 5A title. It doesn't get any better than this. Live and in high definition, they are only on CST. Our night has just begun, partner. We got two heavyweights coming up after this one, probably in about an hour from now.
We've had a lot of fun today, a lot of football in the Superdome, and as you mentioned, still a big one coming. Neville calls timeout with 3:58 to go. And you want to make sure you don't make a mistake right here.
Well, let's take a look at our Nike play of the game. And it was a beautiful catch by Sears, and then he turned into a track star. And that is your Nike play of this 4A state championship game. One more look at it from ground level. Went up and got it. Just went up and got it.
Boy, did they get off to a big start. Up 21-0. Shocking. The big crowd in the Superdome who looking for Franklinton to have a lot of fireworks early on. It was Neville who came out of the gate. Hand it off to the 15-yard line. Fourth down coming up at the 15.
Fourth down here, and if he makes this one, the mountain will be too high to climb. Timeout.
Timeout, Franklinton. 3:44 to go. Matthew Squires is getting ready to come into the game. He's the field goal kicker, and he's going to try to put the final dagger in Franklinton.
Hi, everyone. I'm Victor Howell. And I'm Paul Crane. Be sure to join us Saturday night for CST Tonight, where the biggest story in college football will be the Heisman Trophy. We'll have that story and the Saints getting ready to go to Atlanta for another division game.
We'll also recap the Hornets and the Knicks from Friday night and a full recap of the state championships for the LHSAA high school ranks. Join us for CST Tonight.
You're looking at Matthew Squires, number 18. He's the young man from Neville who will try to make it 34-15 and give the Tigers a 3-score lead. Birch is the holder, waiting for the snap. He gets the snap, puts it down. Matthew kicks it. The kick is no good.
They still
There's
got a pulse.
32-yard field goal is no good.
Still a pulse for the Demons. Short and to the right.
Franklinton will get it at their own 20. 3 minutes, 38 seconds to go. They need to score, and they need to do it very quickly. McGee still in the game at quarterback. He's hobbling. He throws a screen pass. Williams shakes the first tackler. Williams with speed to the 35-yard line. Dragging him down out there was Sellers. But Williams got a first down, and he was one step away from really making something big happen.
It would have had down in it, but it had touchdown.
What Darius? Sellers tackled him. McGee throwing again. McGee is throwing the football too high and almost intercepted. Stepping in there to try to grab it was Bowie. McGee's pass just high. He had an open receiver. Look at McGee, though. Hobbling.
Just a gutty effort to get through this thing for McGee.
What kind of athlete he is when you leave him in the game. Incomplete, almost intercepted. Sellers knocked it down. You talk about a young football team. This Franklinton team is very, very young. If you look particularly at the skill positions, they're going to be coming back.
They're going to be around for a while. And McGee is coming out. He just, I just don't think he can go anymore.
Obviously in a lot of pain. Well, they send Briggs in to quarterback, but his cadence just a little different, and it made the offensive line move.
Dead ball. Ball scarred on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay third.
Now the situation's 3rd and 15 for Franklinton.
Well, it's 2 down territory. McGee, his night appears to be done. 11 out of 27. Not his typical night. 124 through the air, only 36 yards on the ground.
Let's see what Briggs can do at quarterback. They're chasing him. Neville brought everybody. They brought a ton of Tigers, and down goes Briggs for a big loss. Inside the 25-yard line, it was Lawrence, the first man to get to him.
So it's going to be fourth down and a ton, but you just can't punt it back to him down 2 scores. I think here you just send LaShawn Williams long and let it fly.
Throw it up in the air, let him try to do something spectacular. Briggs is standing at the 18-yard line. Their quarterback out of the game. Here come the Tigers again. Briggs is looking for somebody to throw it to him. Fires down the field, hits a receiver who cannot get to the first down marker. He comes up a yard short.
Yard short. It's going to be Neville's football.
I say a yard short. He got a good mark.
It's short.
He's short, but not by much. He only came up about a foot short. The mark was all the way up near the 45. Still short, though, and the Neville Tigers have held the Demons. Good throw and catch. .212 to go, and the Neville Tigers on their way to the 4A State Championship of Louisiana, reinforcing your point that North Louisiana is doing pretty well in these championships.
Yeah, they certainly are. They've won 3 of them out of the 4 contests that have already been played, and want to send out a congratulations to Mark Ingram of the University of Alabama, who won the Heisman Trophy today. Came out of nowhere to win it. I mean, at the beginning of the season, you would have never said Mark Ingram, but certainly an outstanding season. Nick Saban's club will play for the national championship out in Pasadena, and the first, if you can believe it, in all those years, the first Heisman Trophy winner ever at the University of Alabama. That's hard to believe.
That is incredible. But the championship game in the SEC, that's where he won.
Yep, I think so.
That's where he picked it up. You know, I'd seen that information early on. Tennessee and Alabama, either one, never have won a Heisman Trophy. Let's go to Eric Ritchie for another Crystal Hot Sauce sideline report.
Hey guys, thanks. And you think about this Neville senior class and what they've been through both on and off the field. Way back when they were in 8th grade and 9th grade, perfect seasons. Then in 10th grade, really a tragedy with one of their teammates, a guy by the name of Trey Altick, died in a jet skiing accident, and that really affected this team both on and off the field. In 10th and 11th grade, once they got to the varsity level, they lost in the regional action, and guys like Taylor Birch and Rico Pollard got together in the offseason. 35 seniors said, hey, we have to take it amongst ourselves to make this a special season, and right now they're $146 from doing just that, all the way to the Superdome, and it's a shot right now at a state championship. So give a lot of credit to those 35 seniors on the Neville sidelines. Guys?
Thank you, Eric, and thanks for your reports throughout the evening. The Tigers on their way to the 4A championship of Louisiana. They hail from Monroe, Louisiana, way up in the northeast part. And they made their way down to New Orleans with
and you were just talking
their
about
fans, and they're going to win it.
How young Franklinton is. Well, when Neville takes the field today with 35 seniors, experience may play a role. Not that they've been here before, but you're talking about 35 seniors. That is that's a special group of guys, and the guys that, as Eric said, been through an awful lot. And when they got here, they got it going early. And, well, we're under 45 seconds, and the Neville fans they're whooping it up. And
2 very fine high schools in Louisiana, Franklinton and Neville. We've enjoyed every trip we've ever made up there to Monroe, to their stadium, and the hospitality.
Well, Bill Ruppel
to be congratulated.
Charlie Brown can add Mickey McCarty's name to the coaches at Neville High School that have won state championships. Not since 1984. They were here in 91 and 92 and got beaten overtime, but not today. Neville is going to win the Class 4A state championship in pretty impressive fashion over the #1 seeded Franklinton Demons. But you talked about the youth, and you're going to be seeing a lot of that man and his purple and gold clad Demons for a few years to come, I believe.
You bet. Shane Smith, what a job he has done at Franklinton with his young players. Well, he got them seeded number 1, and you can bet they're going to be back next year. This is a good team. Franklinton, 1 year experience will make a huge difference for them next year.
Well, and they made a run at it. Now they got that thing to 21-15. But when you spot a veteran team like Neville 21, that's hard to overcome. But they made a run at them. They made it a game going into the fourth quarter. And this will be the game as the V formation is set up, and Mr. Birch will head to Louisiana Tech with a championship ring on his index finger.
15 seconds to go in the game. A first down will end the game, and it does. Pollard inside the 30, and when they reset the clock, the Neville Tigers are champions in 4A in Louisiana.
So the Tigers, it's been a long time coming. 25 years since they won one.
Joy and heartbreak at the same time. The Tigers celebrating at midfield, and Mickey McCarty has a state championship. Back with the trophy presentations after we take a break on CST in HD.
'Twas the holiday season, and onto the streets you could hear families shouting, "Mom, what's to eat?" But Mom didn't know. She hadn't the time to cook festive dinners on which they were dying. Get into the car. I know just the place. We're headed to Piccadilly. There's no time to waste. There's cranberry chicken, bread pudding as well, pumpkin pie, cheesecake, and ham. It's real swell. Because now at Piccadilly, it's holiday time. Get everyone's favorites starting at $4.99.
What's going on? Who are you guys? Well, sir, I'm going to pick you up at the DWI checkpoint for drunk driving.
And that's when I have to come down to get you out of jail.
Well, temporarily. I'm Judge Torres. They call him the Hammer. Hey, hot off the presses, champ.
I'm real proud of you, honey.
Way to make them happy back home, Captain. Who's that? That's your new buddy in jail.
Brought to you by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety.
This is the information retailers don't want you to know, especially now. They don't want you to learn just how much money you've been giving away to retail markups on items you purchase for your home, all because you don't know how to buy like the insiders do at Direct Buy Club, the home improvement and furnishings club with direct insider prices.
The best thing about Direct Buy is you're getting the best price that you can, and it's very easy to go shopping at Direct Buy.
I've purchased coffee pot, toaster, blender, food processor, all of those things. And the savings is significant. It truly is.
And now, for the first time ever, Direct Buy is offering you a certificate for a free 30-day membership. Members buy top-quality name-brand merchandise from hundreds and hundreds of trusted manufacturers. So call the number on your screen now, and we'll rush you your free visitor's pass to your local Direct Buy Club and your certificate for a free 30-day membership. This is a limited offer, so call now. No dealers, please.
The 2009 LHSAA State Farm Prep Classic on CST is being brought to you by Baden, Mushmack Photography, Talkin' T-Shirts, CST, Gatorade, Louisiana Machinery, MicrograftHairRestoration.com, and by Louisiana Partners for Highway Safety.
31-15 as we go to Mitch Small, who is on the PA. He is the marketing director of the Louisiana High School Athletic Association.
Monroe, West Monroe. The first award is the LHSAA State Farm Class 4A State Runner-Up Trophy to Franklinton High School. Head coach Shane Smith, principal Miss Lisa Tanner.
Well, that's not the... But a great season for Franklinton. Came in here seeded number 1, and a very young team. Look for them to be back in the future. What a good job he has done. Shane Smith, Principal Lisa Tanner. And Franklinton will line up for a picture that will hang at their school as they get the runner-up trophy. And look for those young men to be back playing some football next year.
Got it.
We're live in the Louisiana Superdome where the Neville Tigers have defeated the young men that you're looking
How
at
about one more time
right
for the
there. But
Demons, your 2009
their fans very
state
proud
runner-ups
of the Demons.
In Class 4A. The next award is the State Farm Outstanding Player Award for Franklinton High School as selected by the working media of this year's Prep Classic. Outstanding player for Franklinton, number 6, Vincent Wilson.
Wilson played a good game. He's 5'8". He's just a junior. He's one of the juniors that we talked about. He'll be back next year. Disappointed, but a big effort by Wilson tonight.
The next award is the Biden Official Game Ball. The game ball is sponsored by the Southern Quality Ford dealers. Mr. David Moore of Hickson Autoplex will present game ball to head coach Mickey McCarty, Neville High
School. Mickey McCarty, you know he'll get all those signatures on those white panels and display that in that showroom when you walk into Neville High School that you're always talking about.
The next award is the State Farm Outstanding Player Award for Neville High School as selected by the working media of this year's Prep Classic. Outstanding player for Neville, number 16, Taylor Birch.
Taylor Birch on his way to
record-setting Taylor Birch.
Louisiana Tech. He's a senior, 6'3", 215, and he had a heck of a football game for the Tigers.
Taylor, congratulations.
And now here's the one that the
and
Tigers.
And the final award is the LHSAA
came to win tonight, the championship trophy.
State championship trophy, Neville High School. Head coach Mickey McCarty, principal Mr. Brent McGreen.
Well, that picture will hang in Neville High School for many, many years to come, forever, because what a football tradition they have at that school, located in the city of Monroe. As we check in with Eric Ritchie.
Guys, we're with head coach Mickey McCarty. If you can put this one into words, the improbable comeback with McDonough in overtime. You get 2 wins in a row against 2 of the top teams in the state, and now you're holding the game ball and a state title. Can you put it into words, Coach?
Great job by our players. What can you say? Beat a heck of a football team tonight. Couldn't be prouder of our effort. We're going to enjoy this one for a while.
I know the seniors in particular, you have them come up and accept the trophy. Taylor Birch, one of those seniors, a passing 4A record tonight. What he's accomplished with a knee injury off the field, the death of a friend off the field.
Look, hey, we couldn't be excited. I got to spend this with my boys right here. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Eric. We want to thank all of you for joining us wherever you watch tonight's game from Virginia to Texas. Stay tuned for the 5A championship game live in HD as West Monroe takes on Archbishop Rummel. And stay tuned for more live post-game coverage from the Louisiana Machinery Studio. For Rob Mushmak, for Eric Ritchie, and Kristen Oakes, I'm Dennis McCain. And once again, the final score in the Class 4A matchup, Neville 31, Franklinton 15.